Jesus Christ! Fucking hell, that made me jump. Fucking hell, I forgot about my old Twitch overlays. Jesus Christ, I nearly shit myself. I literally, I don't know if you guys in the YouTube side of things heard that, but I knew I fucking shit myself, mate. That was insane. Please tell me you guys heard that. If you didn't hear it, rewind the stream like 10 seconds. Oh, I nearly had kittens. Jesus, like my old Twitch alerts went off, and it was like, it was fucking yeah, it was Ecuador by Sash. You've probably heard of it. And it's so damn loud. Like, for you guys, it's probably not that bad, but for me, it was like, it was like a jump scare. Like, I nearly shit myself. Seriously, if you didn't hear it, rewind the stream and just watch my reaction. Like, they jumped out my skin. Fucking hell. It's so warm. Turn on emojis? They're already on, what do you mean? They're literally already on. Don't worry, how you doing, buddy? Insomniac, hello, Shade, good to have you here. 2 lives, 1 vlog. Don't recognise your name, but it's good to have you here. How are you all doing? Then again, my channel did have fairly insane growth recently. So I'm expecting, so I'm expecting a few new faces to potentially be here. Seriously, we got like 140 new subs in like a week. Like, that's fucking insane from my perspective. That's ridiculous. Honestly, you guys are the best. Seriously. Danny, how you doing, buddy? Funny story, Danny. I'm actually quite glad you're here. For some reason, you were on my recommended on TikTok. And I was watching a couple of... I basically I went on your channel and... not channel, your account, and I basically set it from, like, most popular, like your most popular ones. And I watched your Optimus Prime ones. I watched your Darkseid versus Hellbat one. Yeah, just watched a little bit of your content this morning. Pretty much. I sound a bit of a stalker saying stuff like that, but, yeah, it's actually pretty cool. Also Streamlabs, not Streamlabs, other one. OBS maybe. Yeah, I might go into a VC to chat. I don't know. I'm kind of just chilling at the moment. Where can I find it? I mean, it's on your fucking account. Like, I don't know. I think it was on your recommended. It was like Darkseid vs Hellbat or something, and like you made it, so I'm assuming you know more about it than I do. But I could be wrong. Internet's back to normal, good to go this week. Hey Phoenix, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, this isn't really a Disagreement Day stream, it is more of a gaming stream, but if you want to join and kind of make it a Disagreement Day stream, I don't fucking mind. Because we missed Fridays, because I wasn't very well. Bro, YouTube's actually hilarious with, like, the views thing, because I swear down, it never gets it right. So, like, I just logged onto YouTube on, like, my alt account, and I was just, like, typing, like, the Gaming Rift and stuff. You know the Incredible Hulk short that I made recently? It still says that it's got 0 views. It's like, that's not true, it's got, like, 2,000. So, like, I swear down, YouTube's view thing is just completely fucked. Like, I don't know, like, I love YouTube and all, and this is by far the platform for me, like, Twitch and all of that hot tub stream shite can, you know, that can get to fuck. Like, this platform's definitely the one for me, but Jesus, it needs some work. Do you want to discuss Supersonic 2 versus Hypersonic? Oh, yeah, we can do that if you want. Yeah, I'm actually really excited for that. That'd be, yeah, that'd be awesome. There was a human that I met on TikTok. I'm just gonna send them a link to the stream. Huh? Hey, Shantai, thank you for the, sub. I found a map in Black Ops 3 where you get to fight against a Left 4 Dead 2 tank. Wait, is it like a Left 4 Dead 2 map, or is it just like the tank boss? If it's a Left 4 Dead 2 map, yeah, I'll play that shit. I love Left 4 Dead. And also, I'll play Left 4 Dead itself. We can mod the shit out of Left 4 Dead and make it funny. Yeah, by all means, we can dedicate a stream to that. You guys can submit the most random fucking mods for Left 4 Dead. And, yeah, I'll mod the game and we can have a laugh. I'm not in VC at the moment, Shade. I'm just setting up the, stream and stuff. I'm just sending a link to the stream to, someone on TikTok, because they really like my content, and I was like, oh yeah, I stream on YouTube. And they lost their fucking tits over it. They were like, let me watch! Like, okay, I'll get you the link, calm down. Alright, I think that's everything. Right, now I'll just hop into VC. We need to play fucking Dauntless, but better one day. Yes, we need to do Monster Hunter! I keep wanting to do Monster Hunter, and we never get the chance. Yeah, fuck it. I guess we'll go into Disagreement Day, because that kind of makes the most sense. Shade, I don't know if I need to add you to, Disagreement Day or not. I'm pretty... No, I don't. You're already there. I'm pretty certain everyone's there. Danny's there, Phoenix. I'm fairly certain everyone is able to join it. Yeah, I'd love to do Monster Hunter with you. That's awesome. Yeah, Monster Hunter World is like my guilty pleasure game. Yeah, for real. I'd love to do that. Anyway, with that being said though, let's hop right into Spider-Man. Spider-Man. Excuse me. I have got the fucking mind of a 5-year-old.
Hello?
I've got the mind of a 5-year-old and the energy of a chemo patient. Hello, you good, shit?
Hey.
Alright, let's create a new story, shall we? I don't really know which one. I guess I'll delete that one. I don't give a fuck about that one. Create new game plus, yes. Obviously ultimate difficulty, because who do you think I am? Yeah, fuck it, let's start the game. Yeah, so what did you want to, like, discuss? I think it was...
It was mostly, the debate as to whether or not Supersonic 2 or Hypersonic is stronger.
Oh, Mob, we're in Disagreement Day, by the way. You should be able to join. I'm fairly certain I added you to it. It's Disagreement Day. Yeah, do you think, who are you, like, defending? Like, who do you think's stronger?
I think that Hypersonic is stronger.
Okay. I do think Supersonic 2 is, I think, because I was fucking exhausted when we were talking about it last night. I I think I said something along the lines of, like, in the games specifically, I do think Supersonic 2 would win. You're not in fucking disagreement there. Alright, I'll add mob to it. I think in, like, the Archie comics and stuff, he would win. Fucking Hyper. But mainly just because we have a lot more, like, source material for him. Because, like, in the games, obviously, he was only in... Was it Sonic and Knuckles? Like, the only time we saw him.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I also think that, like, because Hyper never actually appeared in the Archie comics.
Oh, didn't he? Where did he appear then? He appeared somewhere, didn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, was it the IDW comics, or is that the Archie?
No,
IDW.
The only thing that
the Archie comics are part of IDW.
All right, never mind then. Yeah, go on, Jed.
Hypersonic hasn't appeared in any of the comics to my knowledge. He's only appeared in Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Because I've looked through like stuff for Archie Sonic, and I never once saw Hypersonic ever brought into like the equation for that.
Oh, we got the troll back in the chat. Can't wait to debunk some more of his shitty claims.
Me.
No, it's Wendy D's. It's the same guy who spammed the N-word to try and get me banned. I don't know why. I don't know why I haven't banned him at this point. It's just too funny. It's like Megatron. It's like Megatron and Starscream. The only reason I haven't killed him is because I have too much delight kicking his ass. It's literally that scene from Transformers Prime where it's like, I only let you go as well as you did because I took a certain delight in taking care of your misdeeds. But now you've become predictable. You've hit rock bottom.
By the way, Rip.
Also, we're in the negative suit because it's the best. Don't at me.
Oh, Rip, I forgot to tell you this. I don't know if you saw me debunk someone live.
No, I didn't. Was that? I saw glimpses of your stream yesterday, but I don't know if you debunked anyone or if you were just reacting to shit.
I was debunking and reacting.
Oh, I've missed this game so much.
A little bit of both.
Also, listen, I do 100% agree with your video that you recently just did it.
Which video, sorry?
The Sinister Six versus Spider-Man.
Yeah, I do think the Sinister Six would win. It wouldn't be a stomp by any means, but I do think they would win. Yeah, so going...
That's like... Sorry.
Yeah, go on.
That's like what I said, because, like, I think that, like, Peter from, the second game with the Advanced Suit 2.0, no symbiote, possibly has a better shot just because of the spider arms.
Well, yeah, I think, I still think he would potentially lose that fight, but, like, like, not by much, like, it would be, like, the hardest of difficulties. For Spider-Man. Like, I think he would maybe win that fight with the spider arms, but like, I don't know. It's a close one.
Are we talking like without spider sense or like? Are we talking like without spider sense or?
Well, no. Because in the video, I gave him like the shit that he had in the first game, but like in the second game, if you give him like the spider arms and stuff, he would stand a much better chance. But I'm still kind of. I'm still 50-50 as to whether he'd win or not.
I still can't get over the fact when people are trying to still compare Kraven to an actual fucking human, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, people still do that. It's weird.
Yeah, people still do that. Yeah, that's the thing.
It's like I said in one of Rift's streams, if you're strong enough to fight, like, a pistol...
Fucking rhino or something.
You're like, well above peak human.
Yeah.
Well, it's like I've no idea how fucking heavy Scorpion is, but to catch him in midair with one hand and just hold him there,
you need to have
like,
a lot of strength to do that.
Yeah, like, let's say for the sake of argument, it's like 300 pounds. It's like you've also got to keep in mind that he's like trying to pounce on Kraven, so like obviously like it's not just his weight he's supporting, but also like he basically no diffs the actual like attack, if you like.
Yeah, because the thing is, like, go ahead, Jade.
What I was gonna say is like another point to debunk about like Ultimate Joker is even if Peter like could gauge Kraven's strength from just watching him take down Scorpion. Kraven wasn't even trying.
Yeah, Kraven was like massively holding back against Scorpion as well because he was just so disappointed.
He just walked in there. He already had
you've
a
also
that he was gonna win.
But you've also got to keep in mind, like, it's kind of a thing I said in my short, where like, I don't know why people are acting as though 2 minutes is like enough information when Kraven had like literal months to prepare for him.
Yeah,
it's like Nick Fury said in Iron Man 2. The guy walked in there, kicked your ass, and took your suit. Is that possible?
Evidently it is. But anyways, coming back to the Sonic what topic, because I've actually been interested in this one. Why do you think Hyper beats Super Sonic 2?
Well, I have an argument for this, but I don't really think it holds much weight because we know that Super Sonic 2 is basically just Sonic stacking a power-up on top of a super form.
Okay.
And it's like the argument there is like if Hypersonic is weaker than Supersonic 2, then that should mean that like base Supersonic is stronger than Hypersonic.
I'm gonna go.
How would that make sense?
Do your thing. Yes.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like it didn't make sense in my head, is what I'm saying.
Because the thing that we have to keep in mind is that Hypersonic in the games, the only time we've actually seen him was in Sonic 3. So you would have to, and he's like not been shown again since then. So like you'd have to, if you were to use like Hypersonic in a fight, you would have to be using that specific version. And the issue with that is, it's consistently shown in the series that Sonic just naturally gets stronger, to the extent where, like, his base form nowadays vastly surpassed his old super form. So, like...
Well, I mean, yeah, because, like, even, like, against Infinite, like, Infinite commented that Sonic was stronger than when they first fought each other.
Yeah, and it was a massive boost as well. Like, he went from not even being able to land a hit on Infinite to being able to, like, attack him multiple times and not really take an L to him from that point forward. So, like, it is a significant boost as well that he gets. And that's kind of the point. That's kind of the point I'm making. Like, if you could honestly make an argument that even, like, base modern Sonic, based on, like, information within the verse, you could make an argument that even he is comparable to classic Hypersonic, just because of, like, somewhat scaling to the Titans and being able to dodge their attacks and stuff. And that's not even including, like, base Super and Supersonic 2.
You know, I will, like, agree that, like, classic Sonic is, like, nowhere near as strong as his modern counterpart.
Mm-hmm. Don't know how I took damage there, but okay.
Pardon?
Oh, I'm just playing Spider-Man. I took damage even though he wasn't nowhere near me.
But like, it's weird because like, I feel that like the stuff that Supersonic 2 was able to do in that game, I feel like Hypersonic could just do that like casually. But then again, it's also the other thing, we don't know, like, Supersonic 2's, like, full potential, because I think Sonic was just, like, you know, pardon my language, but, like, just fucking around the entire time.
Yeah, I agree with that to an extent, but then again, based on showings from, like, even base Super, I do think it would be, like, massively above Hyper. It's not even close. Because obviously the Titans are built to, like, combat the End, and even though they did have to give their lives to do so, they still did it. And the End is consistently stated or implied to be, like, the most powerful villain in the verse, or at the very least, the most powerful villain Sonic has ever fought. And these machines, obviously they would have to match, or at the very least be able to take attacks from the End. And base Supersonic was able to fuck them up, whilst not even trying. Like, you can see against Knight, for example, when, like, Sonic catches the blade, he's just smiling. So, like, even base Super, you could probably, like, from, like, his modern form, you could probably say he's above Hyper. Like, from like, the Sonic 3. Especially since, as well, with characters like Giganto, for example, he's able to just debatably one-shot him when he's actually taking it seriously. Like, when he just flies straight fucking through him.
Well, yeah, because, like, he did that.
Yeah, like, that's what I mean.
But it's weird because I kind of interpreted that originally, that, like, he was, like, wearing down Giganto until he was weak enough to do that.
I mean, you could interpret that as, like, gameplay over canon, because obviously with, like, the other Titans, for example, it's a lot more cinematic. Like, for example, against Wyvern, he just grabs its tail and yeets it into a mountain. So, like, you could interpret it as, like, he's wearing those down, but with Giganto, there's, like, no cinematics at all. It's mostly all just gameplay, and obviously gameplay isn't canon. So, yes, you could argue that for, like, Wyvern and Knight, and also, like, Supreme, but you can't really argue that for Giganto.
Yeah.
And you could interpret it as, like, Giganto's the weakest of the Titans, but, like, regardless, he's still built to, like, take on the end, so...
I think Supreme is the weakest, because he has, like, he doesn't even have, like, as big of a health bar as Giganto.
I mean, if you use names, then you could argue Supreme's the strongest, but that's kind of name fallacy. It would be like if you said Worldbreaker Hulk is only planetary because of his name. You know, it's kind of like name fallacy. I actually don't know who the strongest Titan is. That could be an interesting video to make.
Sorry, what?
I don't know who the strongest Titan is from Sonic Frontiers.
Look around you.
That could be an
That
interesting
actually
video.
would be a good debate. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I feel like Supreme in, like, the final Horizons, I feel like he would be the strongest just because he's amped by the end, but obviously that, like, Sonic's basically taking on the end at that point, like, it's barely even the Supreme Titan.
That's also the other thing, because, like, if you want to take into account, like, let's say the whole gameplay is canon thing, like, Supersonic 2, or not Supersonic 2, just base Supersonic against, like, against Supreme when, like, the end is controlling it, like, couldn't really do much in just his base form against Supreme at that point.
You go after them. We'll look for the bombs.
I mean, I guess. Solaris versus the end, no diff.
Yeah. I mean...
Like, literally no diff. Like, the end is fucking absurd.
Well, yeah, because, like, the end, like, is the literal concept of death.
Well, not even that, but it's like, even in the original boss fight, which you can argue it's no longer canon, but, like, it did still happen. The end, like, literally, sorry guys, Peter's not gonna lift this, Peter was nerfed, he can't lift this.
Exactly.
No, he literally went through Sonic's memories and he was like, yeah, you fought gods and demons, but, like, they're nothing to me.
Yeah.
And and the end, and Super Sonic, canonically, has beaten basically everyone he's gone up against. Like, he may have had help at times, like with Perfect Dark Gaia and Solaris, but, like, he still had help. Obviously, he gets stronger as time goes on. Yet the end still just compared to... He was like, yeah, you're just a flicker of golden light. Like, you're nothing.
You know, I hate, like, the argument that people have made that, like, well, Supersonic needed help against, like, Solaris, so he's actually, like, weaker than Goku, and I'm like,
well, that's just blatantly dishonest, since, again, it's confirmed he gets stronger as time goes on. And also, it's like, it's implied as well that Solaris, like, even if you kill him in the present, it still doesn't kill him. Because he exists,
because, like, that's the thing, like, is Sonic, Shadow, and Silver were not all fighting the same Solaris.
That's enough out of you.
You know, like Shadow was fighting the Solaris of the past, Sonic was fighting the one from the present, and Silver was fighting the one from the future. Because Solaris is omnipresent. He exists, like, in all planes of time.
Is it National Rocket Day or something?
So in order to actually kill him, like, you need to kill him in the past, present, future.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I'm trying to keep up with chat, but obviously I'm debating. Could Craven beat the Sinister Six? Could he beat Rhino in an arm wrestling match?
Yes, he can. I made a video about that.
Craven versus Sinister Six. I mean, obviously he could 1v1 everyone and win. Like, I don't think anyone's gonna deny that. But,
Yeah.
I actually do think he would be able to beat the Sinister Six. It'd probably be like, maybe I don't know. He wouldn't stomp by any means, but I think he would probably win.
I don't know.
You know, I think.
Yeah, Bran, I'm playing on ultimate difficulty.
I think I'm it.
I think that there was something that I really think that was a missed opportunity that Insomniac could have done for DLC for Spider-Man 2.
Go on.
Like having Craven's family actually all be killed off by like the time he arrives in New York. I think it would have been awesome if like one of the DLCs focused on like Craven's family coming to New York seeking revenge on the Spider-Man for like the death of Craven.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I would have liked that because there's actually something in the game like
I think
you know
fart in the mic.
Sasha,
No,
right?
I think
You know Sasha, right? Or
Yeah.
his daughter Sasha.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Anna. Is,
Chances are. Oh yeah, Anna. Yeah, but I thought it was Sasha for a second. There's a chance that you know how whenever Craven says for her to leave like without being seen.
yeah, like let's see if you can leave Volgograd alive.
Payroll.
Yeah, there was only gunshots left.
Willie's last line of defense.
might be a hot take.
Yeah.
I just wish that I kind of wish that Mariah Crawford returned as a character because I think she was awesome in the '90s series, but we just barely see her anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like I also feel like Genki, like, and you know, depending on who you're playing as, like the fact that they comment that his whole family is dead, I think that kind of means that Anya could be dead.
Don't forget the hyphen.
What if Super Shadow, Silver, and Sonic teamed up against the end?
I won't be long.
I mean, there's a chance.
They would have possibly.
I'm surprised you made it this far.
It's weird because I feel like that kind of gets into a lot of variables because, like, I mean, like, you need to have possibly, I'd say for that, you need Supersonic 2, you need, like, Shadow without his inhibitor rings, and then you need, like...
I do
guess,
think that the end would still win that fight.
Yeah.
It kind of
'Cause, like,
depends. It depends on like how big of an amp you think that Cybersonic like was. Because there's some people that like unironically think that it just wasn't an amp. He just stopped holding back in the heat of the moment. I disagree with that. I think it was a significant amp.
I mean, I would say that, like, you know,
What's wrong, Willie?
Supersonic 2's full power was possibly when he went like full cyber corruption and just one-shotted the end.
Whee!
Like I think before then, like he was just like fucking just toying with it.
I don't know. It's a controversial one, but yeah.
Yeah,
I guess I'll just bring a hot take in the chat just for chat to mill over. I think that Insomniac Spider-Man is pretty weak, and I do think that every MCU Spider-Man would beat him in a fight. Discuss.
I would kind of say it mostly depends, like, which version. Like, let's go with Toby. Which version of Toby are you using? Are you using, like, No Way Home or before that?
Yeah, I'm using No Way Home versions for all of them, possibly. I mean, you could even argue, it depends on, like, how... It depends on if you want to take statements as literally, because you could even argue Spider-Man 3 Toby was stronger, because of, like, the mountain statements, but, again, it kind of depends on how legitimate you think those statements are.
You know, it's weird because I would say that Insomniac...
Jesus Christ, I just broke the camera. What the fuck just happened then? What's happened? Jesus Christ, I'm stuck in Kingpin.
Oh yeah, I've done that.
What the fuck just happened to me then?
Yeah, because, like, I'm thinking about this. Like, I would say that Insomniac could win because I would argue that even with Toby's knowledge of symbiotes, like, he doesn't know what anti-venom is. Since anti-venom is immune to, like, fire and sound.
Yeah, I don't even think it would. I don't even think it would come down to, like... I don't even think it'd come down to, like, hacks or anything. I just think Toby's just naturally stronger. He would win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, it would come down to because both symbiotes in the Insomverse, they're weak to fire.
I don't think anti-venom is.
No, wait. When I say weak to fire, they're not weak to fire. Like, Venom walked through it, so...
Yeah. Also, Rift, another thing I'm actually curious on. You said that you think that, like, manga Goku beats, like, current game Sonic?
I mean, like, it's kind of like usually I'm inclined to believe that the comic versions would win just because there's usually some really fucking ridiculous shit in the comics.
Kiss now?
I would argue that, like, well, okay, Archie Sonic, like, just, like, one-shots, like, manga Goku. Like, I don't really think there's a debate on that, because it's just, like, Archie's power scaling is just so crazy. But, like, I feel a better fight for Archie Sonic would be, Dragon Ball Heroes Goku.
I think this will be more than a minor inconvenience.
Or Zeno
Gotta
Goku.
go.
Mhm.
Hey, good luck, Willie.
But, like, I think manga Goku, like... Here's the thing. I'm not saying that manga Goku against game Sonic just, like, Sonic just immediately just, like, flicks him and Goku's dead. But, like, Goku doesn't really have anything in the manga that could bypass, like, really, like, anything Supersonic has. Especially if you want to throw, like, Supersonic 2 into the mix. Like, Supersonic 2 would be possibly, like, an easy counter to all these things.
Gotcha. That'd be pretty interesting. There's actually I like the Scarlet Spider suit. Yeah, it's one of my favorite suits in the game. I think Scarlet Spider returned in Spider-Man 2, didn't it?
Which one?
The blue hoodie, red, the blue hoodie and the red.
Yeah.
Oh yes, lovely.
I really don't like that suit. I like.
I love it.
I like Kane's suit.
Nah, I love the blue hoodie one. It's.
I think Kane is a Spider-Man that deserves, like, a movie.
Yeah, I may as well ask you guys on this topic because it's probably going to be a video topic at some point. So I'll just ask you guys what you think of it. Raimi Doc Ock versus Insomniac Doc Ock.
Raimi Doc Ock.
I want to say Raimi Doc Ock so bad, but at the same time, though, I really want to say Insomniac Doc Ock.
I'm sorry I'm late.
Because he has more control over his arms. I would have to say Raimi Doc Ock.
In terms of who would win in a fight, like, not who's your favorite. Like, I should point that out.
Raimi Doc Ock, though. Like, I would say Raimi Doc Ock, but at the same time, though, like, Ock that's in control of his arms is just as dangerous.
Yeah, now that I think about it, isn't like Doc Ock's arms in, like, the Insomniac universe, weren't they said to be stronger, or not stronger, faster?
Maybe we should abort.
Then what? Then what?
Then I think Spider-Man, because, like, Doc Ock said something about, like when you see him with the arms when he first displays it before the raft fight, that he's, like, you know, neural transmission speeds under, like, 1 nanosecond or something.
Yeah, I'm kind of confused as to how impressive the arms are, because like you have statements like that where it's like nanoseconds, but then you have statements where it's like faster than thought. So it's kind of like, obviously if it's nanoseconds, it would be like in the faster than light ranges, but
yeah, because like if his arms can move that fast, I don't really think Raimi Doc Ock has much of a chance.
Somewhere else we can discuss this.
Because I mean, like Tom Holland, like Tom's Peter with the iron arms was able to like just like match him, like while holding back and not even like enraged or anything.
I disagree with that. He was enraged.
Yeah, he was enraged because that was from at the time of that he was enraged because he thought that Tom's Peter, or he thought that Tom.
No, I meant
no. I mean, Tom Spider-Man was enraged because Otto was like, "Yeah, I should have killed your girlfriend when I had the chance."
Oh yeah,
like,
he was enraged,
and like Tom was pissed.
Yeah.
I'd also point out as well something that people don't think about when looking at the bridge fight. Otto was brought into the MCU at the exact moment when he had Toby Spider-Man by like the throat and stuff. So not only had he immediately just fought Toby's Spider-Man and then immediately had to fight Tom's, but I'm pretty sure he also he did, like, when Toby pulls those cables up and he like the blade goes through it and he like shocks himself with like millions of volts of electricity. So like he'd endured that, and he'd also endured a fight with Toby Spider-Man, and then immediately went on to fight Tom and did just fine.
You know, I feel like the only thing that really kind of confuses me about that scene is like,
hey, Emmanuel, how you doing, buddy?
Like the one thing that just confuses me, like, why does Ock not question like why Peter, first off, why he sounds different, and two, why he's like wearing a completely different suit than what he just saw like moments ago.
Well, I think
exactly.
You've probably got to keep in mind that from Otto's perspective, he probably had no idea what was going on. Like, he just, one minute he was at the docks, and then next minute he was like just brought there. So,
well, no, I understand that, but it's just that like I just find that a little odd. You know,
because you got to keep in mind, like in the Raimi-verse, magic doesn't exist. So like in his interactions with like Doctor Strange, he's just baffled by how Strange is able to do shit like that. So I think
even Andrew was, I think, as well, because he was like listing off stuff when he first showed up at like Ned's house.
The new contact material for the prosthetic.
Yeah, so like, I think it's mainly just an issue with that. But like I think I don't really know, because I'm trying to think of like how like strong his arms would actually be, because obviously he did match Iron Spider and he did just fine.
It's weird because that is actually a good question, because like Goblin was able to slice off one of the arms with his glider.
Right.
That is a fair point.
What was it?
Although I would point out at that point in time, Otto was basically not even like fighting anymore.
Yeah.
I feel like if the arms were still in control of him, he would have. Because like you got to keep in mind, like he was fast enough to tag the glider. I feel like if he actually wanted to, like fight Otto, not fight Otto. If he wanted to fight Osborn, he would have just knocked him like off the glider.
That actually would have been an awesome fight. I would have loved to have seen
that.
I
think the only fight that we were robbed of in No Way Home was a Toby vs Goblin rematch. Like if you see the like the CGI
Looks like got a new episode out.
Fuck, what's it called? Pre-visualization of the fight. It's like Toby and Goblin fight on the glider, just like how he did against Harry in Spider-Man 3, and it looks fucking awesome.
That would have been cool. I will admit that. I also, you know, I also find it weird that like I don't remember what was Sandman's actor's name again?
Thomas Hayden Church, I think.
Yeah. I find it weird that Thomas Hayden Church and Reeve Siphons weren't actually, like in the movie.
Wait, they weren't?
But yeah, that's actually a good point. They weren't, because like when they were cured, they just reused shit from Spider-Man 3 and TASM 1.
Yeah.
Okay, so that explains that whole entire scene where he's just like, Peter.
Yeah, they reused those
lizard
scenes, which I think is a bit silly, but yeah, I mean, it still looked great. So.
Plus, I mean, if you also kind of look at it, they weren't even in the blooper reel either.
Fair enough. So, why'd you call? Need a date?
Wait, well then, so if that's the case, then they technically reused lizard footage then.
Sorry,
No.
sorry, Yuri. Wrong game.
Like they probably were.
No,
like,
because the CGI for Lizard is completely different in No Way Home.
Yeah.
So like the CGI for Lizard was like completely original. It's just that like obviously they just like reused like lines and stuff. Not lines. They did like the voice acting and stuff, but you know when they were human, they just reused those scenes, which is a little lazy, but it is what it is.
I kid you not. Like I've actually read the comments on like some reposts of that final fight, and like I saw this one comment of somebody like saying, how did Doc Ock know that it was Andrew's Peter when he like tackled him and was like choking him out? I'm like, why wouldn't Connors know that he should have a TV in the prison?
Yeah,
exactly.
We had No Way Home, Andrew embarrassing Lizard. That was stupendous. It was pretty good, not gonna lie.
I love that. Andrew really needs a third movie.
A lot of people want him to get a third movie. But
Yeah,
it's
it's,
like,
I know that if Sam Raimi's Spider-Man was in the call, he would lose his mind at me saying this, but yeah, I think TASM 3 over Spider-Man 4.
Yeah.
oh no, even I
like,
think that, but I'm biased.
Yeah, because like, look, Spider-Man 3 wasn't great, but even as like Rift pointed out, it was kind of a good conclusion to Tobey's story.
Yeah, like it wasn't the conclusion we wanted, but it was still a good one.
Yeah.
And then
You know
No Way Home kind of continued it a little bit.
You know what I actually think would be an interesting what if for No Way Home?
Go on.
If either like what is it? If either Harry from like Spider-Man 3 was in No Way Home, or if Topher Grace's Venom was in No Way Home.
Yeah, I mean,
Tom would know how to handle aliens then.
I really wanted Topher Grace to show up in No Way Home just because of his tweet where like he tried like spoiling the film, but then like halfway through the tweet he was just taking the piss.
Thanks for that.
I actually think that like Tom Hardy's Venom was originally planned to be in the movie, because if you even look at like the little basement that Strange has, you can see that there was like a sixth cell for like a sixth person.
Yeah.
And actually, fun fact, I even found out Toby was originally supposed to die from that stab wound from Green Goblin in the movie.
Oh, even I knew that. Oh, like,
wow.
someone's gonna die.
He was actually supposed to die from that, and then the symbiote like from Tom Hardy's Venom would basically bond with Toby, bring him back to life, and that's how they would use the explanation as to how like Hardy's Venom.
Could you imagine if we got Bully Maguire in No Way Home? That would have been great.
Just again.
Bully Maguire solo is
Here's the thing though. Bully Maguire or Bully Lowenthal?
I'm sorry.
Bully Maguire.
Yeah.
I like Bully Maguire.
Yeah. It's just one of those.
The only thing that Yuri has, the only thing that Lowenthal has over Maguire is probably just the voice.
I knew James
Yeah.
was wrong about
I think I might make a video actually of
You got a good heart.
See, like, I like Insomniac Spider-Man, I really do. Like, obviously I played the game. I've played this game so many times. I make videos, they're probably my most viewed ones. Aside from my old Call of Duty videos. Like, I love the character, but like, there's times where I really want to make videos, like, just pissing off the Insomniac fans, but I don't, like... Like, for example, I want to do a video where it's like 10 characters who solo like the Insomniac verse, but I know it'll just wind everyone up.
I know one character.
Oh, and
it's
Danny.
Bully McGuire.
Is Danny here? Because no. I don't want to like take the piss. I want to like genuinely like I mean, Bully McGuire probably does solo, but like. No, one of the characters that I wanted to do was Optimus Prime from the Bayverse, just because, like, I think the Bayverse gets a lot of disrespect.
What? No.
Hey, Amanda, how you doing?
Bayverse underrated.
Thought he was a loose cannon.
Yeah, the Bayverse is very underrated in terms of power levels.
I mean, there has to be a meme out there of Optimus Prime being like.
I mean, there is a lot of like there is a lot of counter evidence. In fairness, because obviously you have like fucking Megatron in the first film, like fucking random ass like military weapons were able to take him down in enough quantity. So it kind of it is what it is.
Man, could you guys imagine like if Sam put the cube into Megatron's chest and it like completely backfired and just supercharged Megatron?
That would have been bad. That would have been roll credits right there.
I honestly would have just laughed my ass off.
Hey, Bankai, you haven't missed much. We've just been doing Spider-Man. We had a debate on Supersonic 2 versus Hypersonic. That was great. We're just like talking about Insomniac versus Toby, a couple of other topics, that kind of thing. I mean, you had no problem with the Web of Shadows fanboys. Well, yeah, but the Web of Shadow fanboys were already hilarious to take the piss out of, because you had people like the amazing Lucas, who was like, "Oh, if I wanted a Planet of the Symbiote story, I'd play you at Web of Shadows." You know, like they made like really shit criticisms of Spider-Man 2, and obviously you had people like Ultimate Joker, who was like, "Oh, you know, back in my day," even though he's probably younger than me, but like. Back in my day, like, Spider-Man could take down, like, a skyscraper-sized Venom, yet here's Symbiote Peter losing to a 10-foot Venom as if size fucking matters. But, like, so, like, the reason why I love taking the piss of Web of Shadow fanboys is just because, like, oh, shit, I'm leaving the mission, whoops. I just like taking the piss out of them because, like, a lot of their criticisms are just hilarious. And they're not actually, like, objective.
You know,
well, the main thing that I've seen,
you young whippersnappers would know that like Spider-Man from Web of Shadows is stronger because like he fought like giant Venom. It's just like that's my impression of Ultimate Joker. He's just like one of those old senile guys.
I mean, like there are so many times where I desperately wanted to say in his comment section, "TASM 1 movie game better than Web of Shadows," but I didn't because I know I'd just. I already get a shit ton of notifications on my phone from YouTube. I don't need any more.
I have like a genuine question for everyone in this voice call.
yeah.
Do you guys think that like the TASM 1 video game is really underrated?
Yes.
Yes.
It's fucking awesome.
Yeah. I like it. Here's the thing, it's not a masterpiece by any extent, but I don't think it's as bad as people say it is.
Like, it's janky as fuck, but like the swinging is still pretty cinematic, and there's like a lot of
it's pretty good. I love the swing. The only thing that's wrong with it is just that ending where you have to fight Carnage is very confusing.
That's TASM 2.
Oh yeah, that's TASM 2.
TASM 1 you have a rematch against the Lizard in the sewers, which is
I love that fight.
Hey, Phoenix.
I love it when he tries comboing, it's so good.
Interesting versus question for you. So we pit Toby's Spider-Man against Andrew's Spider-Man, but using the feats from both the movies and the games.
That's actually pretty interesting.
That's actually a really interesting one.
You could possibly argue...
I personally think that Andrew's Spider-Man wins just because, like, I mean, from the short that, like, Rift made of, like, Insomniacs versus, TASM 1 Spider-Man from, like, the game.
Yeah.
Like, TASM 1 has fought, like, Andrew Peter, if we're going off the game feats as well, I feel has kind of fought more impressive and powerful things than like Andrew Spider-Man has.
Doctor.
I think it honestly,
not-
like, to be
that.
completely honest, like, you could, they are incredibly similar, like, in terms of stats, because, like, basically every fucking villain from, like, Spider-Man's Rogues Gallery are, like, in those games. So, like, they've pretty much fought everyone.
I mean,
I mean, I could see how that would work, but the thing is, though, like, if we're adding, like, the, well, are we, well, it depends, are we adding feats from the movies, too?
yeah, that's what I said. The movie,
For the sake of argument, though, are we not including No Way Home?
You guys can include No Way Home in it if you want to. Personally, like when I'm presenting this question to you, I'm not really like including No Way Home.
Yeah, I kind of think we shouldn't include No Way Home just because it's pretty fucking obvious who would win based on No Way Home stuff. It's pretty obvious Toby does win that one. It kind of depends, because, like, you could... I feel like it's kind of the same as, like, it's always been, where, like, you can argue Toby's stronger, more durable, you could argue Andrew's faster, smarter, that kind of thing. So, like, I honestly don't know, because, like...
Well, there's also the other thing, because, like, if you guys really want to, you could throw in the black suit for Toby, but I still feel that Andrew's Spider-Man is stronger because he fought Carnage in the second game and beat him when Andrew himself didn't even have a symbiote.
That is true.
That is very impressive. Although,
had...
obviously, I don't know if gameplay is canon, but like if we are using like the gameplay, Andrew did have Sonic gauntlets. His Spider-Man did have like Sonic tech, and I'm pretty sure he also used flamethrowers. So it's not like he just beat the crap out of him. Like he did have prep time to an extent.
It's like that is the other thing is like even when you talk with Donald Mencken, he like brings up like, oh, you have to overwhelm the symbiote with like fire or intense vibration. So like Andrew knows this.
Well,
not to mention before the fight, not to mention before he even fought Carnage, he fought Shocker and took his gear.
Yeah, wait, I'm just gonna keep up with chat for a second because there's a few interesting questions. I'm legit curious, what criticisms of Spider-Man 2 do you think are valid? Again, like, I think that, I forgot, like, I love the fact that I go into this mission wearing the Scarlet Spider suit, and I create the Scarlet Spider suit. New Game Plus is awesome. You can just break the canon. Yeah, I think it's mainly just the MJ sections that aren't that good. I think the plot gets a bit too much hate. Because, like, if you turn your brain off and just enjoy the plot, there's really nothing bad about the story. It's just kind of some areas are underdeveloped, but like, you could say the exact same about the first one as well. How like some Sinister Six members felt a bit underdeveloped, you know, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So like, honestly, I think it's mainly just the MJ sections. Like, I think the story gets too much hate. I mean, the story's not brilliant. Like, it's not as good as the first, in my opinion, but like, I still think it just gets too much hate.
I think the one thing that people hate about the story is, at least this is the one thing that I keep hearing, is Eddie is not Venom.
No, it's one of his legitimate.
Yeah, no
Oh
shit.
my god, get over it.
I'm like, okay, cool.
I mean, it's still a better story than Transformers Prime, but
That's
like,
why
you
I'm
know.
hoping you can keep an eye on the locations.
Like, that's
Okay,
the
I
main
feel like-
criticism that I will hear.
I feel like that's debatable.
No, that's completely bullshit. The only reason I said that was to try piss off Danny, because I know he loves Transformers. Like, I don't believe that for a second. That's the only reason I said that. I just wanted to wind him up, but it didn't work.
Transformers Prime is like awesome in terms of storytelling.
Honestly, I think Transformers Prime Optimus versus Insomniac Anti-Venom could actually be a pretty good fight.
I have Optimus one here.
No, all Optimus does is just squash him with his foot.
Because like, obviously, because like with the Star Saber, didn't he like cut a mountain in half or something?
Yeah, he did, and like he even like unleashed like, what was it? I think he even attacked like the Nemesis with it, with like one hit.
Yeah, that's actually a pretty interesting fight, but I know that I'm gonna piss off people regardless, because let's be honest, people love Optimus, people love Spider-Man, so it's kind of one of those where, like, no one really wants to see anyone
My
lose.
favorite Transformer, it depends. My favorite Transformer is actually Bumblebee, so...
God, I was a huge fan of Bumblebee. I kid you not, like... I used to call Bumblebee when I was a kid, like, I think it was the almighty Bumblebee for some reason. Like, I just used to think that, like, Bayformer's Bumblebee just beats, like, any character in fiction when I was a kid.
I think we can all appreciate Bumblebee's voice acting in Transformers Prime.
You
He's
know,
got very good voice acting.
I think one of the things that's really inconsistent with the Bayformers universe is, how is it that Bumblebee, like, gets his voice back at the end of the second movie, or at the end of the first movie, but then he can't talk, but then he somehow doesn't have his voice in the second movie?
Bollocks, I fucked that up slightly.
That is a good point. Here's the thing, though, with Bumblebee, at least is the way that I look at Bumblebee in Bayverse. It's for two reasons. One, I think it's because his voice. I think I forgot what he had. Did he have like a voice modulator or like a voice scanner?
It was like he spoke through the radio originally.
Yeah, I think it's because his radio. His radio broke, and on top of that, whenever he was with Samuel, it was a very, very old model.
How the fuck am I still in stealth? What the fuck?
No. I'm talking about I'm talking about the end of the first movie where like after the Battle of Mission City, like he just got his voice back, was able to like fully talk, and then somehow in the second movie he goes back to talking through the radio.
Oh, that was the good point.
Quick
now
question.
That I don't know.
Yeah, because like that's also the other thing that's inconsistent is like. How the hell does he just suddenly get his voice back again in the fifth movie before Optimus kills him?
I mean,
Exactly.
I think he might still have the voice box of Venom. It's just like, you know, it has a certain amount of, like...
Well, that's actually an even more interesting thing. I think there's actually a pretty good reason for that, because if you look at, in The Last Night, I think they retconned that, where, like, when he speaks at the end of the first film, he's actually still using, like, the radio. They kind of retcon it, because, like, when, Nemesis, like, Optimus becomes Optimus again, he's no longer Nemesis, he states, like, I've not heard Bumblebee's voice since Cybertron fell. So, like, I'm pretty sure they retconned it.
Yeah, which is weird, because, like, when I heard that in the movie, I'm like, you heard him speak in his actual voice at the end of the first one. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the intention behind it. Like, when he spoke at the end of the first film, it was not necessarily... Because you gotta keep in mind, like, because you gotta keep in mind, none of the Autobots necessarily, like, seem surprised when he speaks at the end of the first film. So like I don't even know if he is using his own voice. I think that's just implied by Sam.
Good question, huh?
Yeah.
I feel like Ratchet, for example, would like react, considering he's been trying to fix it for like God knows how long.
Well, I also feel like they kind of threw that in at the last minute, so they didn't really have time to have the Autobots like react to it before they just got to like the the rest of the stuff from the end of that film.
I mean, yeah, fair enough. I think the biggest question that people like think about with those films, or one of them, is like just Megatron versus Optimus. There's actually quite a few good videos going over it. If you want a good YouTube channel, I'd recommend like Theorymus. I think it's Trans Theories.
Yeah.
He does a really good job, and I'm pretty sure Michael Bay is just gonna take credit for it. It's like, yeah, that's how it was always supposed to be. But,
you know, this is probably gonna piss off a lot of people in chat. I'm kind of
That some games
I'm
aren't canon
mostly-
to the movies. Yeah, that's the point. Like when we were talking about that, it was like if you composite it and use like the games and the films, like who would win?
Actually web down.
I don't know. I would say the first
And
game's
someone finally
probably
reported
canon,
shots
but
fired,
that's
so I've
just
got
the way I look
officers
at it.
inbound.
Well, the first film is canon to the first game, but the first game isn't canon to the second film,
Yeah.
and the second game isn't canon to fucking anything. Like,
Construction sites throughout the city.
Did you guys know that
Keep an eye
that
out.
Keith David actually voices Barricade in the first game?
oh cool.
Wait. He
If I'm gonna find all
We're
the
talking about
construction
Barricade, like-
sites, I
like
should
the cop
recalibrate
transformer,
my
right?
mapping
Police
software to
car.
be more
Yeah.
accurate.
Yeah.
Using a depth map
Police
post-process
car.
on
Yeah.
photos of
You know what's
popular
funny?
areas.
That
Keith
I've,
David
you know,
actually-
what's quite funny what I've just noticed in Transformers Prime. Guess who voiced Cliff Jumper?
Oh, it's The Rock.
Yes.
Actually, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Well,
I heard that like that was also part of the reason that they killed him off was because like The Rock was like too expensive, so like they were just like yeah, we're
they
gonna
gave him
kill
like
off
no
Cliff
lines.
Jumper. Yeah.
I love it. The thing, the actor that I really like in Transformers Prime is the one who does Ratchet, because like he has been in so many fucking things.
Yeah.
Like in the Justice League cartoon, he was the Question. In Injustice 2, he was Brainiac. Like there's so many characters he's played. He's kind of like Yuri, where he's just been in like everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is probably gonna piss off a lot of people in the chat. I think Ironhide deserved to die in Transformers 3.
Why?
Yeah, that's gonna piss off Danny. He's a big
I want to
Transformers
come over
fan.
to your house. I'm gonna fucking stab you in the mouth.
I think
I don't know. I guess it's just because it's like in the Michael Bay movies. I never really liked Ironhide.
You
Time to
fucking
grab a
prick.
snapshot.
You never
What?
liked Ironhide?
yeah. If you,
No, I never liked Ironhide in the Bayformers universe.
How the
I just-
fuck?
I
You
thought
don't
he,
like Iron?
I thought he was a
bro?
I've done
badass.
much photography since
He
quitting
was
school.
badass.
No, no. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying he's a badass. I'm just saying that, like, as a Transformers fan, I never really, like, enjoyed it. Like, enjoyed Ironhide that much.
Hey guys, we're gonna play as Miles Morales in the first game.
No.
Yeah, we're
Don't
playing as,
do it,
we're
it'll
playing
make
as
the
Miles
game even
Morales.
more
There we go.
No. No, Rift, it'll make the game even more woke.
Yeah, we're playing as Miles Morales. Sorry, guys. Disagreement. I don't think the Sinister Six was holding back against Spider-Man at the raft. Just because they were told not to kill him doesn't automatically mean they were pulling their punches.
No,
I mean-
they were holding back.
I mean, if you're not
like,
if you're not
I've wanted
trying
to
to
hold
kill
back.
someone, then logically you would. Like, I'm actually really glad you said that, because that's one of the most annoying things that I hear people say in the comment section. It's like, oh, just because you're not trying to kill someone doesn't mean you're gonna hold back. It's like, yes, it fucking does.
Yes,
like,
it does.
What do you mean?
because like if we're going by that logic, that's like saying that Peter is like going all out like all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Here's
it's
the only
like,
thing
oh,
though
just
that
Venom,
the
Venom and
thing-
Spider-Man 2 was just like holding back against fucking Spider-Man in that fight.
Yeah, bull crap.
nah.
Yeah,
what do
like,
you
he's
mean? Just
holding
because
back,
he was
yeah.
not trying to kill him doesn't mean he was holding back. It's like,
Now he wasn't holding back against Miles though.
no, I'm taking
Yeah.
the piss. Like, that's just what like. This argument really annoys me because it's like, if someone's like holding back, obviously they're pulling their punches. Plus, as well, something that a lot of people don't think about, like, it literally wouldn't make any sense for them to disobey Otto. Number one, because at least Vulture and Scorpion have a shit ton of respect for Otto.
Paid at the end of the week.
Yeah.
But also,
Yeah, 'cause, like, Vulture
he's
was even, like-
he's promised them like what they want. Like, for example, Rhino wants to get rid of his suit. Otto figured out a way of doing it, and he's like, "Yeah, I'll free you from your suit. Like, when you help me."
But you gotta kill Spider-Man. You gotta.
It's like he
you gotta
promised
keep-
Electro, like, he can't necessarily turn him into raw energy, but like he can pretty much
You can
achieve
try.
that. He can pretty much, like, the difference is like negligible.
Yeah.
You know,
So, like-
what's weird?
It's like, it really annoys me when people are like, oh, like they wouldn't obey Otto. It's like, yes, they fucking would.
Here's a hot take. I even think in like the fights with that Peter had like solo with the members of the Sinister Six, I don't even think they were still like they were trying to kill him at that point either.
Well, I don't think that Electro was trying to kill him, just because Electro like takes the piss. He never like goes all out. And
Well,
also Scorpion.
also,
And also Scorpion at the waterfront, he was holding back as well.
Yeah, he said he would kill him if it wasn't for Ock.
yeah, because like Scorpion said, like if it was me, I'd kill you now, but Octavius is paying, so he wants to torture you.
Which I respect.
Yeah. So it's like I even feel like the Sinister Six weren't actually trying to even kill Spider-Man in those fights.
Yeah, I don't.
Well, I mean,
think
you
they
could tell Scorpion wanted to, but like,
My bag.
Yeah, like Scorpion wanted to. I mean, pretty much all of them probably wanted to kill Spider-Man, but
yeah,
they still didn't.
You know, it took me a while when I played the first game to realize you can actually have Rhino hit Scorpion. in
Wait,
their
how?
fight.
I think it's. I think if Rhino charges, if you like lure him into it. Also, can we just?
Yeah, like if you
Buffalo
position Scorpion like correctly, like when Rhino charges you, he could just like hit Scorpion as well.
Mob, it's your favorite part of the stream. I don't know if he's still here or not, but
I'm still here, huh?
no, Mob.
Oh, sorry.
Well, it's a Puffo
But yeah,
cameo,
I mean,
anyways.
like, I just like when I was a kid, I never really liked Ironhide. I kind of still don't like him now, but I don't really have an explanation as to why.
You're saying you're on Sentinel Prime
Important
side.
thing is having fun.
I think
What?
I don't have an issue with like I think an Autobot should have definitely died there because like the plot twist was just so much better because he just instantly killed the fucking Autobot. But I think the reason the reason why people were mad was just because it was Ironhide. But like,
Yeah,
who else could it have been? Because like if it was Optimus or Bumblebee, number one, I mean if it was Optimus, the film would have ended there. Like fucking. But also if it was Bumblebee, everyone would have lost their shit.
I feel like they could have killed off
But I think if they were to kill off like Sideswipe or like Dino, I don't know if it's Dino or like, Mirage. I think.
Dino.
But like I think if they were to kill off them, people just wouldn't give a shit because we just didn't see them for as long. I think it would have. I think
mentioned that Dino's actor did die.
Yeah, so like
Yeah.
I think it made sense for it to be one of the OG Autobots, but like it couldn't have been Optimus for obvious reasons. It couldn't have been Bumblebee because he's the fan favorite, and if Ratchet dies, well, they're all fucked.
Would you be fine with Ratchet or no?
No, because Ratchet's the medic, and if he dies, they're all
She's a
fucked.
great girl.
She is.
Fun fact. There actually were 2 other Autobot casualties in that attack in the book.
Wasn't it like Wheeljack and someone else?
No, it was Skids and Mudflap.
Yeah, I remember that actually. Wait, they died
Yeah,
there?
that's like
I thought
a
they
weird
died
question.
before the film started.
this may sound like a crazy type of question,
Just wish there were more
but
people.
do you guys think that it was odd when Megatron decided to be an Autobot?
Told me you were inspired.
No.
What are you on about?
I mean,
When?
Megatron has been an Autobot in IDW.
What are you
so-
on about? Like, which specific part are we talking about?
Here's for many more years of service.
It's
Are you
been a
referring to
minute.
Dark of the Moon?
Yeah.
He
I
wasn't.
mean, it wasn't really.
I think I know what he's talking about because in the book, Megatron doesn't actually die. Like he actually forms a truce with Optimus and is like, "Look, I'm going to take my
Yeah, but the thing
Decepticon."
is, though, that got leaked. That was deleted from the film.
Yeah,
They
the
had to
reason
change it.
they changed it because that got leaked, and they were like, yeah, alright, we'll just change it then.
Look. I think it would have been awesome to see like Megatron and Optimus form a truce, despite the fact that kind of complicates things when it comes to Age of Extinction. I still just enjoyed like Optimus ripping Megatron's head off. Just one arm, just like
Okay, no,
tearing
One
He's
arm
his head
just
off.
tearing it out.
Yeah. I
Go,
think
go,
I
guys.
don't
Yeah, no
know
worries,
why.
dude. Take care.
Silent alarm at the auction house.
I don't know why it's just like the insane amount of like
If it's nothing.
robot brutality in like the Chicago fight of Transformers: Dark of the Moon was just, oh, it was so awesome.
Yeah. Which is why I think yeah, I agree. It was really good.
You know,
I would say I like the Revenge of the Fallen more, but
More than Dark of the Moon.
yeah.
Cool.
Why?
Why?
Okay.
Just pure vitriol in that statement.
You hear a fucking funny story.
I think Revenge of the Fallen's underrated, but I don't think it was better than 07 or Dark of the Moon.
I had to get to the
Yeah.
Yeah.
Funny story, Lewis.
Apologize.
Yeah, sure.
I just wanted
There
to
was
know
basically
what
this
you
one
said.
fucking Transformer scaler, and
I always wonder
he's
if I
fucking
can
retarded. He's fucking stupid with this
Don't
shit.
use that word when I'm streaming.
I didn't mean to, but no, he's stupid as fuck.
Okay.
Well, that works both ways.
Tell me something that I don't know.
I just
Wait, was it
Basically, he
Django?
tries to make he tries to make an argument of like the humans damaging like the fucking Decepticons with like regular weapons. However, he doesn't bring up the fact that the weapons are
I love you.
like reverse engineered. They're
I mean,
not
to be
regular
fair,
weapons.
they were reverse engineered in like the sequels, but in the first film they weren't. I don't think.
Wait,
they
was
were.
it Danko?
Like the first movie, they didn't really have any like Cybertronian weaponry. They were just using normal like human
Yeah, but
weapons.
but the weapons was amped by like the cube.
No, it wasn't.
It was.
There is a line from like one of the corporate guys where like when they show Sam like Megatron and the Allspark, I think there is a line where it's like certain like technology used in the US was like reverse engineered from Megatron and the Allspark, but I think it's just a throwaway line. Like I don't think at any point it's to do with like weapons. I think it's mainly just like maybe like infrastructure or technology.
Masked gunman and a single hostage.
But like in Dark of the Moon, for example, like
Keep the situation
like they have like specific training to take down Transformers. They have like specific weapons from like Q or Wheeljack.
Yeah,
Um,
like we see that in like the opening in the nest base. Like they're like, okay, this is how to do a Decepticon head kill shot, and like they're doing it with Bumblebee.
I don't know. I don't know if they do have like specific weapons in the first film. I don't think so.
You- Sorry, I'm thinking of something from this YouTuber named Chris Stuckman when he did a review of Revenge of the Fallen.
Yeah. Yeah,
Because
go on.
like he basically does like this gag where it's like when Devastator
Oh.
is on top of the pyramid and is trying to like dig out for like the Star Harvester. Chris Stuckman like in the review is like, okay, so like Lennox basically grabs a radio and calls a battleship and is like, you need to fire missiles at the pyramid right now or else a whole bunch of people on the earth are gonna die. And the guy on the battleship is like, okay, fire a missile at the pyramid!
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, it's
Like, this
it's
guy
certainly silly. I think Revenge of the Fallen had good moments, like good scenes and stuff, but I think the film overall is kind of not brilliant.
I think Skids and Mudflap are underrated characters.
I mean, aren't they just? I don't know. I think the only character I really liked in that film was probably Jetfire.
Literally didn't see that coming.
You know, I actually think a big question that I have is what happened to Optimus' jetpack after Dark of the Moon?
It was destroyed.
It was?
Yeah. You know, like when he destroys all of those Decepticons, it falls off his body and blows up.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it just fell off his body because like he just had it like pop off.
Well, the jetpack itself blows up. I don't know if it was like a deliberate move from Optimus or if it just got shot and got destroyed, but I think that's the last time he uses it.
Thanks.
And then he just somehow magically has like leg thrusters.
Yeah,
at the end of
in like his night form.
And it wasn't a break-in until a few minutes ago.
Yeah, I'm like, where the hell did he get those?
Probably just upgrades.
You know, there was actually like a a joke that I make with some of my friends sometimes that like, okay, so Optimus in Age of Extinction, Ratchet dies, Optimus like smacks a lamp.
Hi.
The joke that like my friends and I made is like, if it was Bumblebee, Optimus like nukes the planet. Like he just nukes the entire planet because Bumblebee's dead.
I'm sorry.
Oh god, I would pay to see that. That would just be hilarious.
No, sorry. It looks
Like he just travels to like the Pentagon or something, and it's just like, I'm taking this nuke.
You know what?
Like that would just kill me.
Here, no moment like the present. Thank you.
God.
Craig?
But yeah, one of the things I want to get back on topic with when it comes to
I wonder if
Mostly
ASAF's gonna join.
Sonic-
You might do.
mostly Sonic versus Goku. I've actually talked about this with friends of mine, and one of the things that they bring up is Sonic like would not have a counter to like Ultra Instinct. I would kind of argue that he does, because I think one of the ways that Ultra Instinct works is like, if you're fast enough, you could probably like move fast enough that Ultra Instinct can't keep up with you.
Well,
And
isn't Ultra Instinct just like, I don't want to say teleportation, but like, I don't really know how it works.
It's basically like, it just allows you to move without having to
Time for
think.
my hideous takes. Ian, it's good to have you here, buddy. Hitters, come on, let's show us what you got. Where's Spider-Zade? He might be in the chat, he might be just lurking. But yeah, we're just talking about Sonic versus Goku.
But yeah, like, Ultra Instinct just allows you to, like, move your body, like, your body just moves on its own.
Nice.
Like, without having to think. But it's like, I would argue that Sonic could counter this by just going, like, by just moving faster than Goku can keep up with. Cause
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, because, like, that's actually another thing is, I was watching this video of, like, I think it was Shadow versus Vegeta, and one of these guys in like the comments section points out that like,
Was that the Screw Attack one by any chance?
No, it was a fan made one that actually did the scaling properly.
Wow. Cool. I love it when people say that. They're like, oh yeah, he did the scaling properly. It's like, oh,
Well,
yeah,
no,
user version.
What I mean. Well, no, what I mean by like.
No. I know exactly what you mean. I think it's mainly just a case of like, it's kind of like I know what I'm trying to say. I'm just trying to put it into words. It's like, oh, this guy did his job right. It's like, okay, do you want a medal? Like, I think if anything, it's just kind of a shame that there's a lot of people who don't do it right. Like, that's kind of what I mean. It's like there was a guy who did probably one of the same guys. He did a battle where it was like Vegeta versus Thor, and he said that like Vegeta blitzes because he's light speed. It's like, that's not right in the slightest. But like, I just find it funny that like,
I mean,
I find it funny that
that.
I just find it funny that that's the conclusion people come to. Probably a Danko fan.
Like, hasn't Thor fought like Silver Surfer, who's like beyond light speed?
Yeah, and he actually has a winning track record against Surfer as well. I don't know why there's a misconception that Surfer stomps Thor. It's like, no, they have a win-loss against each other, but Thor does win more fights than he loses against Surfer.
Yeah.
At the very least, that's how it used to be. I don't know what it is now, because I don't give a fuck about comics now, but that's how it used to be, at least.
Yeah. You know, because, like, that... But anyways, like, I read the comment on that... On, like, the comment section of that video, and, like, the guy did, like, the scaling of the Sonic universe, like, completely wrong, and one of the things that he used is, like, Sonic is not light speed, because if that's the case, then Tails is light speed, Knuckles is light speed, and I'm like, do you not understand? Like,
wait, hang on. I kind of like zoned out for a second. Could you like repeat that? I was just laughing.
yeah.
I was laughing at the fact that I ran right past her and she just didn't see me. This game's so shit when it comes to stealth.
Like, I speedrun the stealth missions.
So what I said was in the comments section of that Vegeta versus Shadow video that I watched, one of the guy's comment did the scaling for Sonic completely wrong, and one of the things that he brought up was that Sonic is not light speed, because if he is, then Tails is light speed or Knuckles is light speed, and I'm like, do you not understand that Sonic, like, holds back his speed?
I mean, to be fair, you could argue basically, like...
Osborn. What is this?
Yeah. like, do you not... like, first of all, the whole light speed thing, like, who gives a fuck? He's way faster than that, but, like...
Yeah.
Either way, it's...
Like, Sonic, like, because that's the thing, like,
Sir,
Sonic holds
you
back
can't
his speed, like, all the time.
And if you want to use gameplay over canon, well, I don't know why you would, but say for example you did, in Sonic Unleashed and like the newer games, his default running speed is faster than the light speed dash.
Yeah, I'd also... There's actually something else I also want to point out. We know that Sonic is, like, beyond light speed, because in, I believe it was the Sonic Encyclopedia, it was said that, like, the reason why Sonic wasn't affected by, like, the shit that the Time Eater was pulling was because, like, his raw speed alone was able to, like, counteract that or something.
No, I'm gonna go through what Ian just said. I agree with you. It's I know where woke remarks of Spider-Man 2 comes from. An example is the VJ mission. Most of the players that play Spider-Man 2 are males. Spider-Man is mostly for boys, and well, most of the boys didn't really like gay stuff. In the media, they're just concerned. They just want a straight Spider-Man story. I think that's pretty. I think that's pretty silly. I think
That's
that
weird and that's stupid.
see, like, I think that
For anybody.
see, like, I kind of feel like people have that thought where they're like, oh, Spider-Man, you know, men, like, identify with him. I think women can also identify with Spider-Man, just because, like, obviously, the life lessons that come with Spider-Man is something that pretty much everyone can relate to, like, being broke, having, like, no social status, whatever. So, like, I kind of agree. I know what you're saying, but, like, I don't really agree with it, because even though, like, more male people, yeah, it's kind of like those people where they say, like, it's like those people that say, oh, there are more men that play games than women. It's like, yeah, but women can still play games. It's like,
Yeah.
Well, with that argument, it stems from the fact of,
oh shit, I
one,
didn't.
this is literally like the way that I see it for the
Oops.
game. They bring side quests and side stuff from the game just to justify their point.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
it really annoys me when people are like, oh, you have to, like, engage with this woke stuff if you want to do 100%. It's like, okay, well, you don't have to engage with it at all just to beat the main story, so it's like...
And also, what does the side missions have to do with anything in the main game?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was gonna say. Like, yeah.
And it's
you guys
also
bring up
it's also inherently hypocritical, because, like, with the video that Joker made, for example, where it's like, you know, Spider-Man 2 will make your kid gay or whatever it was. I hate that title even to this day. But, like, he said it was inherently hypocritical, because he was like, oh, you have to engage with gay stuff in other games, but it's justifiable in there. It's like, why is it justifiable in one game but not the other? It's like, I don't get it.
Exactly.
And he's implying that, like, homosexual stuff is, like, something that only it can exist in an 18+ game. It's like, what do you mean?
No.
Like,
You know, Ultimate Joker strikes me as, like, the kind of person who would think that, like, Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League is a masterpiece.
oh no, he hates that. He hates it.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second, I'll be right back.
Yeah, he hates Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. He just hates Spider-Man 2 more. I think.
I think he just hates anything in general, especially with like his shit takes on like women. I'm like, whoa, when I watch that.
Well, yeah, obviously he's gonna hate Suicide Squad because fucking Harley Quinn can grope a black man's ass and like no one cares. Yeah, obviously if he did that to her, it'd be like, oh, fucking sexist, is that the other? It's like, yeah, obviously he hates the game for that reason.
What type of woman is the guy talking about?
What?
What type of woman is the guy talking about?
Oh, he hates everyone. He hates Asian women and white women, the lot.
Even country women?
Even what?
Even country women?
Well, I mean, he hates like pretty much everyone other than black women, so probably. But like,
Does that mean he's black?
huh?
Does that mean he's black or not?
Well, I don't know, but like, you don't have to be black to like black women. Like, I don't know. I'm just assuming. But like, I think as well, it's just disgusting. Like, I don't know if you guys saw the community post that I made, where like, the actual homosexual video, he uploaded it on Rumble, and it was like the director's cut version, and that version was like way more offensive than the original one.
How offensive, really, wasn't it?
Well, let's just put it like this. He didn't upload it on YouTube because the shit in the video would have got him banned immediately.
I know someone who
Wait, who? Joker?
Joker, yeah.
What was the video?
A job for
Huh?
later.
What was the video?
He
It
made
was-
the community post that I screenshot and uploaded, where he was like, yeah, I uploaded this video on Rumble with like more stuff just because like the snowflakes would have taken me down if I put it on YouTube. I was like, okay.
Has Joker even responded to you, Lewis, or no?
Probably not. I mean, he probably like he probably responds in like his private time. He's like, oh, I'm done with that grifter. It's like, all right, dude, whatever. I mean, he responded.
like-
He responded to me in that video. He had an entire section where he was just being racist towards the UK, just because I'm part of the UK. So I don't know.
For example, it's like fucking Mr. Evaluator saying that I'm African.
Oh, I haven't heard it from Evaluator in ages. Is he still making content?
But bro, I remember him losing a debate.
I'm actually gonna look that up right now, Mr.
Between
Evaluator. Now that is a
Trigon
name I haven't heard in a while.
He lost against me in a debate.
Oh, he's not uploading any more content. That's so sad.
What is it?
But I'm still makes these fries.
Yeah, Mr. Evaluator is just the gift that keeps on giving. If you want to see bad Dragon Ball scaling, look at him. He is. What did he say? There was a. I don't know if you guys know who Sir Splash is, or like.
As soon as you read this article, you're gonna
yeah.
write it. Guaranteed.
Yeah, he did a debate with him. I can't remember. I think what did he say? He said, oh, I remember now. Yeah. He said,
It's your take.
Splash said to him, he's like, alright, so let me just get this straight. You think that Captain America is faster than Goku, but slower than All Might from My Hero Academia? And he said
What?
yes.
And then
No.
he says that a peak human male is faster than All Might.
This work will help millions.
No.
Oh yeah,
no.
he kept lowballing Cap. He was like, yeah, he's only peak human. It's like, no, he's peak human evolution. There's a difference.
I've never heard you talk like
But
that.
Cap
I remember debating him on fucking Hulk versus Trigon.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah, I remember. I remember him making a video of that where he was like, "Oh yeah, so this Hulk fanboy's wrong because."
Maybe you could be.
The hilarious thing about that debate was I was just putting sarcastic comments in the fucking server, and, he kept getting annoyed at me. That was hilarious.
Baggage can carry.
I kept saying dumb shit like, "Oh, Trigon loses because he has red skin," like just proper piss take comments, and it wound him up so much.
Do you remember what?
Isn't All Might in terms of like combat and traversal speed like the speed of sound or something close to that?
I mean, he tried lowballing Cap to speed of sound, so
I think Cap is faster than that.
I mean,
At
Cap
least
has
maybe in
fucking.
terms of reaction speed.
It was actually pretty funny because in response to that, Echo, if you're gonna do another Pokemon stream, what game would you play? Probably Black and White 2, because I really like that. Plus as well, I actually own Black and White 2, so people can't get mad at me for quote-unquote pirating, playing it on an emulator.
I don't know if people are like going to hate me for this. So I played Pokemon Black, and I beat it, I haven't played any Pokemon game since then because I played
Hi, Mom.
Pokemon Black, so I've
too
basically
bad.
played every Pokemon game ever.
I mean, the last Pokemon game I actually did play was fucking Pokemon Scarlet, I think.
Yeah, basically what I was gonna say. Sorry, I'll just close the fucking door because Mum came home, so the bird's getting angry. In response to like the All Might thing, I'm pretty sure Splash he gave like 80 insane feats from Captain America, and holy shit, he is strong.
Peter Parker.
Who, All Might or Cap?
Cap.
Well, yeah.
No, but like I didn't realize he was that strong. like he's insane. It's ridiculous.
Wouldn't like Cap scale to like comic Peter in terms of like durability and strength and stuff like that?
Probably, yeah. It's just insane how strong he gets, but like he still manages to lowball it.
But I know my friend appreciates you looking out for him.
Which is actually pretty funny because I'm pretty sure in one of the debates he's like, oh yeah, so you brought up like all of these scaling, but like he's like speed of sound like one or two times, therefore, you know.
What else did he do? I'm pretty sure he did a video of debunking you on MC Hulk versus DC Wonder Woman. Didn't he do that?
Probably. I don't give a fuck. I mean, you could I mean, you can't really debunk someone if you don't provide evidence. He was just like fucking waffling on. So
Yeah.
Hey, Rift.
yeah, what?
Here's a interesting versus question. So, Superman, like let's say like comic Superman versus like Supersonic.
Which version of Supersonic?
Like after Frontiers.
Oh, Superman, no diff.
Really?
That is such a mismatch.
It's not a competition.
Yeah, that's a mismatch. No.
Really?
Yeah, you can get like Superman to like boundless immediately. Like it's ridiculous.
Yeah, but I would also argue that Supersonic is boundless.
No, not even close.
How is Supersonic not boundless?
Well, how is he boundless?
Well, I mean, I feel like against beings like Solaris and the Time Eater with just like the shit
That's like only Outerversal, that's the thing.
It's not even that.
Wouldn't Outerversal and like Boundless, aren't they kind of like the same thing?
No, Boundless is like way
they're
more.
they're not even the same tier.
Ah.
Yeah, not even close.
Boundless just means that at least the way I look at it, Boundless just means that it's unstoppable, pretty much.
Yeah, comic Superman is insane, especially with like recent stuff. Because like, there's also an argument to be made that comic Superman is immortal because he's literally the concept of hope in DC, and as long as there's hope, there is Superman. So you can even argue he's immortal now.
It's weird because I actually think that like, because I know that people are going to also say that, like, well, Superman has infinite, like, energy because he's absorbing, like, the sun or whatever. But, like, isn't Supersonic also, like, infinite energy because the Chaos Emeralds are stated to have that? Like, the Chaos Emeralds are stated to have, like, infinite energy, and Sonic can, like, stay in the super form forever if he wanted to.
I mean, I think that's kind of the difference between them, though. So, like, they both have infinite energy, but Superman can consistently get stronger by absorbing more energy, whereas Supersonic can't really do that.
The thing is, still to this day, I still make arguments of Hulk being Superman.
Yeah, like, especially if you take, like, obviously if you take consistent Superman, then yeah, you could argue, especially from, like, New 52, for example, like, yeah, you could argue Supersonic wins. But, like, if you're using, like, peak versions of both, then, yeah, Superman just fucking bodies.
Like,
okay.
I'm talking about for, like, Hulk for a second. I'm not even talking about peak version, I'm talking about the normal, like, regular base versions. Like, the peak state version.
How the hell did I get hit by that? That's bullshit.
Just like a really random question. So, one-armed future Gohan, right?
I don't know much about Dragon Ball.
I do.
Okay, so then for Phoenix and Danny, one-armed future Gohan versus Injustice Superman, who wins?
Injustice Superman.
Really?
I have the same just to remember, but I do like One Arm Gohan. Just based on
Yeah.
entire feeds.
Just
Future Gohan is really underrated.
just an interesting question. Why does Miles' reaction speed doesn't scale to light speed? We played the Mysterio side quest where Peter Miles dodges lasers. Why doesn't Miles? See, like the issue with that is
Gameplay is not canon.
well, yeah, there is gameplay isn't canon, but like just because you dodge a light speed attack, it doesn't automatically scale you to light speed. So, like for example, especially someone like Spider-Man, where like the spider sense warns him of danger. You also have like aim dodging. You have like a couple of other things. So like, if and you also have characters like if he's aim dodging an attack, he doesn't necessarily scale. He would be like relativistic to like the speed of light, but like he wouldn't necessarily be it. Now, obviously, if Miles is like dodging 10 light speed attacks at once, then yeah, that's different. Because like obviously he wouldn't like aim dodge them. He would just be like way too fast.
You know, I also feel like that doesn't really count because Mysterio's stuff is mostly illusions. So like a lot of it really isn't real.
See, like
And plus,
you can
he
so,
doesn't
like,
really work in a versus battle.
So, like, you could easily argue light speed scaling for them. It's just because obviously you have, like, Electro in the first game, who's implied to, like, with the new harness, he's implied to, like, fire bolts of pure energy. If you want to say that that's light speed, you have, like, Peter with broken bones whilst holding back. He's able to almost statue that lightning because he's able to break free from from Vulture's, like, I don't want to say handcuffs, but you know what I mean. I don't know how to describe the ropes, I guess.
Claws?
Yeah, he's able to, like, break free from that and dodge away before the attack hits him. So, like, you could easily argue, like, light speed faster than light scaling for them, but it's just kind of... I just don't really know why people use the Mysterio stuff for it.
Replica of an antique Chinese opera mask. I haven't seen one in years.
But that's just my thought.
This
What's
symbol
up?
here roughly translates.
Who do you have winning, Soldier Boy from the TV show or Homelander from the show?
My father.
Homelander.
Wait, what was the question?
Homelander versus Soldier Boy.
I was young.
Soldier Boy.
Scared.
I got Homelander.
I'm not really going to comment on this because I haven't watched The Boys.
Yeah, I think if you use that one, if you use the fight from like I think it's Hero Gasms, that like season 3 episode 6. I think Homelander would win.
Different story.
Do you think she's in trouble?
Well, it depends. The only reason why I would say Soldier Boy is just because, while I will admit he was struggling a little bit in that fight, he was still keeping up with Homelander.
I mean, like, Butcher with power is just going pretty relative to Homelander, but yet again, Soldier Boy beat the crap out of.
I would disagree purely because you could argue Homelander was holding back to an extent because. Like, at the very end of the fight, when, like, all three of them were holding Homelander down, and then in a fit of rage, he just overpowers all of them at once and flies away.
Demons, huh? Catchy name.
Yeah.
So, like, yeah, so you could argue that in a 1v3, he overpowered them. Especially since, at the start of the fight, he does overpower Soldier Boy. And, like, yeah, he gave Homelander a good fight, but he still got overpowered.
Also,
and he was also able to match Soldier Boy and Butcher in a 1v2. So, I do think Homelander would win.
Another question I'd ask.
Yeah, go on.
So, sorry. You go.
Who do you have winning? 2008 Abomination or 2008 Hulk? I think 2008 Abomination.
Wait, which Hulk? Hello.
The Hulk from the 2008 movie, because Abomination was beating the crap out of him in the first fight.
It really just depends. Like, if it was a 3v1, because I'm saying like at certain parts in the fight, because obviously when it was just Homelander versus Soldier Boy, Homelander was winning. Even when Butcher was there, he was able to 1v2 them, and then with the 3v1, Homelander overpowered all of them at once, and put them on their asses. So like, basically what I'm saying is that even when it was a 1v1, 1v2, 1v3, it doesn't matter. He was still winning. Like, that's the point I'm making.
my opinion probably doesn't have much to stand on because I do know I would need to watch The Boys, but like two riffs, like a hot take that what was it? It was like Homelander solos the MCU or something.
No, that wasn't what I said. Basically, what I was saying in the Discord server was, never go on Facebook, for, like, versus matchups, because you get the most batshit crazy takes. And that was one of them that I screenshot, where it was, like, all of the Avengers from Endgame versus Homelander, and the guy unironically fought Homelander solos. Like, that was the point. Like, I don't think that. I think he's stupid for that, but...
I'm pretty sure you only just need Rocket or something to be Homelander.
Yeah, like,
All you would need... I feel like Iron Man...
Yeah, like Iron Man by himself. Like, Hulk...
Lower tiers.
I mean, hot take, I think Worthy Cap would beat him. Like,
yeah,
you wouldn't even need like a top tier. You could just pick Cap.
Cap without the fucking Cap without Mjolnir can beat him.
Forget. I just I'll be there soon.
Yeah.
like fucking Iron Man would like destroy Homelander.
Even
Wait, it depends. Are we talking about
like,
show Homelander or
like,
comic Homelander?
Show Homelander.
Even like one of
Okay.
like the weaker suits of Iron Man can like still beat
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah,
Homelander.
like in my honest opinion, I don't think Homelander is getting past like Phase 1 even.
Yeah, like the Phase 1 Avengers could take him on. Like, it's ridiculous. People really I feel like people think just because he has Superman's powers, or at the very least a couple of them, like he's close to Superman in power. Like, that's not how it works.
No.
Like I saw someone try to compare Superman and Homelander, and like they said the Homelander wins mainly because he's just a direct copy of Superman. And I'm like, that is not how it fucking works.
It's like those people who do like Omni-Man versus Homelander, and they think Omni-Man wins. It's like, no.
I mean, he does win.
No, Omni-Man wins.
That's what that's
you
what
said
meant.
on-
Oh, sorry,
Omni-Man
sorry, I meant the other way
wins.
around. Omni-Man versus Homelander, and people say Homelander wins. That's what I meant. It's like, no.
Especially when like Omni-Man's like far more experienced as a fighter than Homelander is.
I'll be right back, guys. Just have to do something. Yeah, no worries, dude. Relax. Yeah, there's quite a few like ridiculous takes that people come out with. I just don't understand how they can do it.
I've thought about this question for a while now. Do you think that what would happen if Omni-Man from the comics or the show, whatever, went against like, the Phase 1 Avengers? What do you think would happen?
Wait, what? Omni-Man from the comics?
Yes.
Oh Jesus, yeah, that'd be a bloodbath.
What do you think you're doing?
Yeah.
With, like Phase 1, like MCU with the Avengers.
I feel like I feel like Phase 1 Avengers versus Omni-Man would be like if you took Kang from like the comics or not the comics, like I want to say the movies, even though we don't have that much on him, but like that's like taking Kang and like pitting him against like the Phase 1 Avengers. Like Kang just destroys all of them.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Like Omni-Man does the same. Like he destroys he destroys the Phase 1 Avengers.
By me.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I was gonna say he
But
does.
I've had a break.
Someone
what I actually-
someone. I love this comment. Someone just texted me on TikTok. Yeah, I'm currently in your stream right now. You guys sound like the nerds from Big Bang Theory.
This isn't
I mean, is that a bad thing? Like,
we sound like Sheldon. Fuck, what are they called? Sheldon.
secure
Leonard? No, Leonard maybe.
Always were the smartest guy in the room.
I think one of them's called Leonard. But I haven't really seen Big Bang Theory. And like probably.
I only know Sheldon because he's like the one that everyone talks about.
Peter, Harry will be coming back from Europe early next year. Maybe the two of you can start that business you always talked about. This.
I don't know if that's an insult or a compliment.
opportunity knocking.
I don't know. I somewhat take it as like both.
Bruh.
But the funny shit is, though, I've seen some dumbass people on the internet think that like the FNAF characters are out of Ursula, and I'm like, how the fuck does that work?
what?
No, I don't give it.
I'm not even joking. People are making this shit on the internet, and I'm like, how the fuck does this even work?
Dude, like, they don't even have powers. Like, what the fuck?
If I were you.
Like
the best they've shown within the verse is supposed to be like building to wall, and that's just it. Nothing else higher.
I mean, wasn't like William Afton able to just like take them apart with like?
Hey, Ultra, how you doing, buddy?
different-
Yeah, but that's like only wall level.
I could do something to help Doc.
Yeah.
Maybe call Harry.
Just wait. I feel like somebody is gonna say that like the movie versions of the characters are like boundless or something.
Like fucking.
Who are those guys that say Balloon Boy solos the Sonic verse? Yeah, I know, it's ridiculous.
Jason Voorhees can
Wait.
just
Wait. Who? What?
Jason Voorhees.
Jason Voorhees.
Like Jason Voorhees would slap the shit out of them.
Jason wouldn't even get past like fucking Sonic.
No, he would beat the shit out of fucking FNAF. That's what I meant.
Oh no, I think they were saying that Jason Voorhees solo Sonic verse.
No, there was it's Echo in chat. Who said that Balloon Boy from the FNAF verse solos the Sonic verse. And then Danny mentioned Jason versus FNAF. And I think that's how you mix the two up.
Like you can throw every single fucking character from the FNAF franchise. They're not doing shit in Jason.
Yeah, it's also like the other thing with like Michael Myers versus Jason Voorhees. Like, look, it mostly kind of depends on which version of Jason you talk about here. Because, like, okay, if it's like human Jason, I think Michael wins just because, like, human Jason has shown to die through massive blood loss.
What happened? I thought he was behind bars.
But like, if it's zombie Jason,
going off of like, if you're gonna go off something like Jason X, that's just not even a debate, no discussion.
well,
I think
I think people exclude Jason X, but they mostly use like zombie Jason. But even zombie Jason, it's not even close.
I think I think an argument could be made for beating Jason by just removing him from the area, like BFR.
It's weird because
that's a battlefield removal.
Yeah, no, that's still a win condition though.
because
Can't
okay,
really be a win condition.
here's
Yeah,
something.
it's a fight to the death.
Here-
Really.
Here's something I will say. There's this YouTuber called Jaxblade who did an argument like this. One of the things that he actually does make a good point on is Michael, technically, depending on the circumstances, Michael could beat Zombie Jason because, one, he is far more intelligent, and Michael could, like, just lock Jason under, like, Camp Crystal Lake, like, in parts, I think it was 6 and 7, because it happened twice. But, like, that's really only under, like, the specific circumstance that they're fighting at Camp Crystal Lake.
Thanks, MJ. Talk to you soon.
Yeah.
Has anyone
see, like,
played
I kinda-
any of the last?
See,
Has
like-
anyone played any of the Last of Us games? Or no, I haven't.
No, I'm not a huge fan of The Last of Us.
Hey, I'm no lawyer,
I have.
but I'm pretty sure that's
Wait, what?
Okay,
I heard you. Wait, hang on. We have a gold mine here, boys. I've heard that you can get Insomniac Spider-Man up to outer Versal somehow because of the scaling to 616. Who Spidey get? He doesn't even scale to 616. The fuck?
No, it doesn't.
He doesn't scale to 616.
Like he doesn't even scale to an embarrassingly weakened version of Superior. So it's like, how is he supposed to scale to 616? That's terrible.
This YouTuber questions Marvel's. No.
Didn't Insom's Peter, like one-shot Superior Spider-Man in, like, the Spider-Geddon comic or something?
Nah, it was actually Superior who actually went to Insom's Earth, and
No,
he didn't know if that was a Spider-Man that held back.
No, Phoenix, I know about that fight. I mean, like, didn't they have, like, a second fight in the comic where, like, he just, like, one-shotted him or something?
Trade!
I think so, yeah.
Oh, the trade worked! The trade worked. Buzzing.
I think so.
Took, like, most of my health, but still, worth it.
Because, like, it's weird because wouldn't Superior Spider-Man also technically be 616 Spider-Man because he was for a while or something?
He was,
Death to
but
the
then
shocker.
after that got a new body.
Yeet.
So if he was, so at
See,
the
like-
time before he got the new body, he scaled to 616.
See, like,
But since
someone
he
that
has
I
new
actually
body-
really... So, like, someone that I really wish was here was, you know, A-Safe or Airtail's Truth?
Yeah.
Who I was debating with. See, like, it's really fascinating having him here, but, like, he has such a unique perspective on shit. Because, like, it's actually really interesting having him here. I kind of want him... I want to ask his opinion on, like, Jason versus Michael, for example, because I feel like he's gonna wind everyone up.
You know, I kid you not. I saw, I can't remember who made it, but like I saw a video that was like, oh, it pits,
that's bullshit.
it pits Ghostface against Michael Myers, and they said Ghostface wins, and I'm like, no.
Isn't Ghostface like a regular ass human?
Yeah,
Yeah, I was just gonna
Ghostface
say
is
that.
like a
Obviously
normal-
not in Dead by
So, like,
Daylight.
how does that
like-
even work?
Like, the only way that you could argue Ghostface stands any chance at all is, like, the Dead by Daylight version, when, like, he's amped by the entity. But, like, even then, it's...
I have a random question. Do you guys think that Homelander belongs in Dead by Daylight?
No. That would be so cool to see him, like, flying around and shit.
Speaking of
I don't really know, because like I said, I haven't watched The Boys.
good question.
Could you imagine if he was, like, Omni-Man or something?
Now and we can protect you.
Quick question I'd ask.
Go on.
What would happen if, like, the Left 4 Dead 2 characters swapped between the Walking Dead universe? Like, what would happen?
Okay, last chance.
That would be really cool.
Really mean it.
They'd probably solo. Maybe.
That would be really cool, though.
I think the Walking Dead characters would just be fucking done in the Left 4 Dead universe.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm just gonna sound crazy.
It's your last chance.
I feel like The Walking Dead show should have added Clementine from the games, but they didn't.
Oh shit!
Well, technically, that's because like the show and the comics are two different things. Because like they said, Clementine is canon to The Walking Dead, but she's only canon to the comics.
Literally.
If Town
So not
Survival Black Ops
actually-
2 was an anime character,
don't know why they
solo
couldn't do
the
that.
Insomniac verse.
Oh,
Lol.
what?
Just Echo really loves Town Survival Black Ops 2.
Everywhere all of a sudden.
Yeah,
Also, listen, has your top 5 on COD Zombie list changed or
Good
not?
work. We have a special
which
cell waiting
one?
there
I've
for
made
that.
quite a few.
We'll make sure
Like the
he's
map,
behind bars
has it
this
changed or
time.
no?
Also,
Oh, I
yeah,
haven't,
Phoenix-
I haven't thought about COD Zombies in
Yeah.
ages.
Min gang?
Um,
Sounds like a Daily Bugle headline.
Okay,
hey,
so a random like question for you.
I'll get back to you on that.
Like,
Yeah.
well, I've heard they have some
if we took Sonic and Shadow, right,
Okay.
and we swapped them
Don't shit.
with
Get back to you.
and like we had them switch universes with Goku and Vegeta, so Goku and Vegeta are in the Sonic universe, and Sonic and Shadow are in Dragon Ball.
Yeah, we just beat
How
Shocker and
how far do you think Goku and Vegeta would get in the Sonic universe?
They would get extremely
depends.
far.
If we're
Just
using,
kinda
I mean, if we're using the
it
games, then
depends-
if we're
it
if we're using the
depends
games,
what
then yeah, they'd easily get to the end. It really just,
I
I just don't know
actually,
whether
I
they'd beat
would,
it.
I would
really.
kind of argue that they would die to Solaris.
I swear they've beaten like characters on Solaris's tier before.
No, they haven't. Like at most, I would say that Goku maybe scales to like low multiversal at most, whereas like
No, at best.
Solaris
He's still
is easily like outerversal in terms of what he's able to do.
Nah, I don't think Solaris is outerversal. I think he's probably like multi around that level.
I mean, at most, if he's not outerversal, then I would say that at least he's like complex multiversal.
Also, again,
Maybe.
Fox Slow party of the Dragon Ball multiverse.
Yeah, I definitely don't think Solaris is outer. I don't even think the end is outer, to be honest. Like,
Also, Fox Solo's Dragon Ball, no difficulty.
what?
Fox Solo's Dragon Ball, no difficulty.
Yeah, Hulk is pretty insane at his peak.
Yeah.
Solaris, is that Sonic? Yeah, that's Sonic 06's final boss.
Yeah.
Surprised you knew
Also-
that, to be honest, Eka. Surprised you knew that.
I think part of the reason is
Oh, by the way,
think part
I don't
of-
know if anyone here is like a massive Pokemon fan, but please don't ever watch. There's a YouTuber, I can't remember. I think he's called. There's a YouTuber who I can't remember his name off the top of my head. I'll get back to you, but like he does like community polls, kind of like I do, where it's like versus battles. And recently he's been doing like Pokemon characters versus Godzilla characters. If you're a Pokemon fan, do not take part in them. It will wind you up. Like, I'm pretty sure, like, you can put, like, the most obvious Pokemon winner, and everyone will still vote for Godzilla characters. It's ridiculous.
Like,
Why?
fucking hell, you can just throw a base fucking Blastoise against the entirety of the Monsterverse Blastoise.
Like, I'm trying to think of ones that have annoyed me, like, Mega Charizard
Oh my God,
versus,
that-
like, Mega Charizard versus Kong, they said Kong wins. Rayquaza versus base Godzilla, they said Godzilla.
I've heard of fucking,
Dialga versus Godzilla. No, I'm pretty sure that. Oh no, no. The funniest one. The funny thing is about it is that the Pokemon community are freaking morons. Because like he did one where it was Rayquaza versus Arceus, and like 20% voted for Rayquaza. It's like you don't.
It depends
know
on what
where-
type of
I've seen a video
Arceus.
of someone saying that Arceus versus, Nuclear Godzilla is not even a fight because Godzilla wins. And I'm like, what the fuck have you been smoking?
It just depends. Here's the thing. It depends on which version of Arceus you're using. Are you using Dragon type Arceus? Are you using normal Arceus? Or like?
Well, no, because normal type Arceus is like the canon one.
I also feel like it's like, well, which version of Godzilla are we using?
Also, it's like
If it's like Monsterverse, that's known as A.
Well, because like, I mean, if it's I can't remember which. I think it's like which Godzilla was it that fought Destroya? Was that Shin Godzilla?
No,
oh
I think
Jesus,
that was-
no, that might have been
Heisei.
Kete, yeah. I was gonna say Toho, but no, that's a band. Like,
Yeah, it's like
completely,
I mean, if we're using, like,
completely got that one wrong.
Different versions of Godzilla that has fought Destroyer before, like IDW, Heisei. I'm pretty sure there's more, but I can't remember the rest.
Well, the only reason I'm asking is because like my knowledge for Godzilla like extends as far as like
Yeah, Heisei,
I
you
think
were right.
it's the legendary pictures Godzilla, so like the current one.
I don't know how much of a fan you guys are of Godzilla, but I've got a pretty interesting question for you guys. Name a.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I nearly got this. I nearly got distracted then for a sec. Name a Godzilla villain that you want to return.
Destroya.
Really,
Mothra.
I've got a really big hot take, but honestly,
What is it?
I want Biolante to return. I think it was such a cool villain.
You know, I actually have a friend who I went to go and see. It was the new Godzilla and Kong movie.
You know what character I feel like will be perfect
Yeah,
in
come
the
on,
Monster-
hold on now. Don't interrupt. What were you saying, dude?
Interesting question for everybody. If they actually did do Destroya in like the new Godzilla stuff, would you guys agree that like it should be like a Godzilla and Kong movie?
I don't know.
It would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Not too sure.
Even
how I got
though,
away
I
with
mean,
that, but I'll take
Even
it.
though, I mean, like, well, I don't know, like, anything that Destroya is capable of. I'm pretty sure King Kong wouldn't really be able to do much.
I want Ultraman in the Monsterverse. Lol. Godzilla. Hey, Sunbreak, how you doing, buddy? I think
No,
Pikachu.
I think Ultraman.
In the
I think
Monsterverse.
Ultraman would just be hilarious in the MonsterVerse. It'd just be
There-
friggin'.
There's two characters I want to see in the Monsterverse, and that is Gamera or Anguirus.
Alright, I'm back.
Yeah, dude.
I want
like
to see
it.
Space Godzilla.
I love how I'm still
let's-
technically in stealth, even though I've been so damn loud.
Or wait, is Space Godzilla and normal Godzilla the same one, or are they?
No! Shit! Die! Uh-oh.
I think
Concussive
they
blast.
should be the
Quick!
same.
I'm still in stealth. Technically. I don't know how, but I'm still in stealth. Suspension matrix. Go! Come on.
Danny, what about you? Is Space Godzilla and normal Godzilla the same, or are they two different? Like,
How the hell am I still in stealth? I'm no longer in stealth. They're shooting. Sad face.
I guess like the only reason I'm asking is because like didn't they make a movie of like it was like Godzilla versus Space Godzilla or something?
Bloop. I might have been, maybe, I don't know.
Alright, well, I'm gonna head out because I gotta do stuff, but thanks for having me.
Yeah. Have a good one.
You too.
Yeah.
Bruh, I'm busting for a piss.
What do you say we do some perfect?
I might take this
I'm
time.
just surprised though.
I might take this time to go for a piss.
What's your name?
I'm just surprised though. Like, how did we miss last week? Well, scratch the never mind. I actually know how.
Well, I mean, we missed last week 'cause you had tech issues and I was sick, and I still am sick doing experiment.
Yeah.
So.
I still am sick. Flu is not fun. I'm gonna go for a piss. I'll be right
Heck,
back.
I'm surprised that you're still chilling.
Okay. I'll find
No, I'm
another-
joking.
Any place this rundown should have a hole in the wall or a broken window.
Come on, Carker. You are literally on like half HP.
Suddenly gone quiet. Hello?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just fighting a boss right now. I'm playing Stellar Blade.
No, you're fine. Fucking, I know Rick went to
Sealed up
take
the
a
front,
piss.
But I bet they
Alright.
didn't
I
take
have a
as much
chef
care of
later
the rest
tonight,
of it.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll be back in a minute though.
How does a laser hit me that is firing everywhere? I can't dodge that. Do you know... Does it sound like a crazy random question?
What?
But, how do you guys
There's
feel
gotta be a sneaky way
that,
for a guy to climb
um...
walls.
I'm sure you guys have seen the Transformers 1 trailer, right?
What's that?
Have you seen the Transformers 1 trailer?
No, I have not.
Okay. But, apparently it's apparently it's the first one before the
Yeah,
actual
man.
first one.
The human has returned.
Rift, I got a question.
Also, I think we need a costume change. Spider-Man and Jeff just chilling. Yeah, facts. Alright, let's get
Rift, I had a question for you.
let's get a costume change. Yeah, what's up?
Okay, so, you know Transformers 1, or the new one, or the new Transformers movie they're calling Transformers 1, right?
Yeah.
I'm confused on the timeline. Is it before...
Alright, fine, we'll use Antioch.
Like, is it before... they get to Earth?
Yeah, way before.
Okay.
I think they're still on Cybertron, because like Megatron's still a good guy.
Hello?
Yeah, because like I was looking at that and I was like, okay, I'm confused here.
So before the war,
Jeff, you
Cybertron?
there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm doing my best to refrain from knock-knock jokes.
Oh, hey Sam Raimi.
Hey guys.
Yeah, you probably didn't want to be here earlier.
Why? What happened?
Because we were talking about like TASM 3 versus Spider-Man 4, and basically everyone was in agreement that we wanted TASM 3.
Everyone in this server? Come on.
Basically everyone in the call, yeah, there was like 6 of us.
Remind me of my son.
Well, you see, we all know that I'm biased, so I just want to see Andrew in the black suit.
Sounds like you could teach me a few things.
Looks like you were right. I think I wasn't here.
Kinda anticlimactic, huh?
First glance.
You know, yesterday I saw
Looking for
the
something
proper
specific?
send-off to Kevin Conroy as
Been here a long
Batman.
time. Bootleggers
Nice.
be chilling.
I'm gonna head off.
It was
in
basically
like
him. It was basically him and Mark Hamill's Joker in the Batman the Animated Series style, where he tells Joker, "I care about Gotham, about justice, and if it has to end, at least I can go out like this, being Batman."
See if my mask lenses
I
can pick up the
love that
conduits.
scene. Oh, and by the way, did you hear about the new Kill the Justice League season?
Oh no.
Oh, what was
Yeah.
that lady, Mr. Freeze?
Wait, that game's
Yeah.
still getting supported?
Surprisingly,
Like, no one liked the base game, and people hated the Joker DLC.
here's the thing with the Joker
Hey, I doubt I
DLC.
would've found it without you.
Why bring him back?
All right, Lewis, I'm gonna head to head off. I have
Yeah,
a
yeah,
shift.
yeah, no worries, Donnie, take care. Have a good one.
One secret room, there could be more.
What more are they doing with that fucking game?
Thinking about the doors.
Well, we're gonna have to fight Brainiac again, this time as Superman. Here's
Why?
my problem with that game. Why didn't we not have Brainiac do this in the final boss fight in the main story?
Wait,
Or
so
in the
we're
main
wait,
game?
hang on. So we're playing as Superman fighting Brainiac.
Oh no, we're fighting a Brainiac Superman.
Fuck's the point? Wasn't he like like?
Oh wait, I shared my.
Why can't
screen.
I thought Brainiac was already like killed or down or
Straight,
defeated.
No door.
Nah, they're going to other Earths to fight other Brainiacs. There's 13 Brainiacs.
Oh Jesus! What? Could you imagine if they released 13 DLC packs?
I'm sorry, I'm not going to sit there for 13 DLC packs fighting the exact same person.
If you guys, okay, if you guys get me to 100k subs, I will stream Kill the Justice
Careful, the
League.
bridge is out.
I got this one.
I am not at all. I'm not
You
at
see the
all.
screen I'm sharing?
Oh, let me see.
Nice. Stuck the landing.
Oh, I've seen this enough. Yeah, I saw it on Twitter.
Oh, I was gonna play the clip.
I'm not at
It's
all.
still, I still want to play it.
I'm not at
I'll play
all ready for Kill the Justice League.
On it.
Aside from anything else, it just looks so boring.
No, I'll still play it, please.
Huh?
Oh, you want me to still do it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Found one.
Alright,
Shit amount of gadgets.
This was crazy.
Whee! I think I know what I need to do here. Oh,
Hey, check this out.
Nothing.
peekaboo.
I'm starting to feel like this is Fisk's way of messing with me.
Look at the wall.
I've heard some rumors that Transformers 1 is somehow connected to the Bayverse, further messing up the timeline. Yeah. It's such a shame, because, like, if they'd have left Transformers 1, like, as just a standalone film, it would have been, like, almost perfect.
I love that.
See if you can find a second junction box.
But
at least I
nope.
can go out like this.
By the way, if we're going by logical sense, that means that the next season of Kill the Justice League, that would mean that we're gonna have to fight. I don't want to fight Batman for the next deal, like for the next. season.
Rift, if you stream Suicide Squad, can you purposefully lose to Batman? Because then in the end, Batman wins.
You can help me out? This
Yes.
is heavy.
I would love to see that. I feel like that was fabricated.
No, I'm just gonna deliberately
gonna
win
do
as
that.
Captain Boomerang just to piss everyone off.
Actually, there's a lot of things wrong with that story. Starting off with Batman,
You don't
I don't
fucking
feel
say
like. And here's the thing with that, I'm gonna be honest. How does he lose with fear toxin?
Not only is it and it's a stronger fear toxin as well.
Exactly. So you mean to tell me I can understand Harley being smart, but like, she's not that smart.
Got room to maneuver here. Hang on.
I'm blocked. Anything you can do? Subway maybe. Let's hustle. Place is unstable.
Hold on.
Like, let's be honest.
Okay, that definitely
Like,
wasn't a subway.
how can I put this? There was at some moment where I was just like, okay, so first of all, there's a lot of stuff going on in this game, starting with a lot of stuff dealing with Batman.
Wait, hang on. Turn on. No, I'm not turning on emoji spam. It just lags the game.
Damn. Demons are already gone.
When I was arguing with a Kill the Justice League, I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me. Yeah, bloody hell. When I was arguing with a Kill the Justice League defender, he said that Rocksteady can make whatever they want. Like what? Well, yeah, no shit, but it doesn't mean it's gonna be good. Like,
I mean, they originally were gonna make a Damian Wayne Batman game.
and technically, no, they can't make whatever they want because it still needs to get approved. It's like It's actually pretty interesting. I was looking into this recently. There's a new game, kind of like there's a new like Overwatch game that PlayStation are making. I think it's called like Compound or Confound or something like that.
Concord, yeah.
Concord, yeah. And the thing that's hilarious is that there were so many projects that were cancelled to make that game possible, including a multiplayer Last of Us game. The multiplayer,
yeah, that's the part where I got lost.
The multiplayer Spider-Man game was cancelled, and there was also something else that got cancelled as well. It's like so many projects got cancelled just so we could have a shitty Overwatch like rip-off that from PlayStation. Like that's just a piss take.
Yeah.
Here's the thing with
companies never giving us what we want.
Not to mention that unlike Overwatch, they're charging like full price for it as well. And it doesn't even have as much content as the original Overwatch did on launch. So it's like, it's gonna fucking... Like, if that game doesn't flop, it'll be a fucking miracle.
I will be surprised if it does.
No, if it flops, I will not be surprised. If anything, I'll be flopped if it doesn't.
Yeah.
Because, like, how many games does it have to compete with? It has Overwatch, which is technically one game, but technically
Marvel
Overwatch
Rivals.
1 and 2. Marvel Rivals, Paladins, fuck knows what else, Smite, even though it's not quite the same, it's still popular.
First Ascendant 2, even
that's not even factoring in other multiplayer games like Counter-Strike or X-Defiant, that's also free. Warzone, it still has to compete with. Like, there are so many games it has to compete with that are free. And they're like, do you know what we'll do? We'll market it at full price. Yeah, that'll totally work.
But yeah, Raimi, you were saying?
Yeah, it was. I played earlier. Now that's the proper send off for Kevin Conroy.
Yeah.
I just find it funny.
Raimi,
I just find it funny that people The one thing about Suicide Squad that I feel like everyone can agree with is how, like, not subtle they were with, like, Kevin Conroy's, like, the, sort of, like, memoriam to him at the end of the game. How, like, immediately afterwards it's just loot boxes,
it just
this, that,
pushes
the other.
you through loot boxes. I'm like...
Yeah.
So... I don't feel like this is the way to send... I don't feel like this is the way to...
Do you know what
like,
I think
there's just something about
do you know what I think they should have done for Kevin Conroy? They should have done like an Avengers Endgame thing where like they literally cycle
sacrifice himself?
No. Like they should have done an Avengers Endgame where it's like a full-on montage of like all the shit he's done as in like DC.
Yeah.
Oh, like since like Batman.
So like yeah, so like scenes from animated series, scene from Injustice 2, scene from like Justice League Unlimited, like the lot. They should have just done a full-on fucking montage. Rather than like a memoriam that looks like someone did it in PowerPoint presentation. And then immediately loot boxes, like
at least if you're doing the famous
Another thing too is that this is just me, and I'm pretty sure that I can speak for everybody whenever I say we did not want that game, because like I was looking at it because my friend actually sent me pictures on Discord. They were actually planning to do a Damian Wayne Batman game after Arkham Knight.
I think we live in the worst possible timeline when the Harry Potter games did a better job at doing like a tribute to the Harry Potter games than DC did for fucking Kevin Conroy. Like how? Like I don't even know how, but it is what it is.
Like how is that even possible?
I don't know, but it is. Hey, Sanitize, how you doing, buddy?
And on top of that, not to mention, for the fact that I'm gonna be honest. Whenever I found out that and this is gonna sound weird. Whenever I found out that Batman dies in the game, I was like, okay, so how can we do this? Because I was thinking, okay, so you have Nightwing. Nightwing has been Batman at one point. Yes. So I was like, they could do Nightwing, and I was like, I don't see how that would work. And then after that, I was like, okay, so
Peter was nerfed, he couldn't lift a truck, yeah.
And after that, I was like, wait, so I was like, they can't do Damian, because that connects back to Arkham City. And I think Raimi knows this. Raimi.
I just think, like, I just think they should have done what we're doing, to be fair.
Yeah.
What's up?
Raimi, I think you remember this. You remember that scene with Talia and Batman in Arkham Asylum? I mean, not Arkham Asylum, Arkham City. where
with the League of Shadows.
yeah, but like before that, like when Batman sees Talia again, Talia mentions that they had a very good time in Metropolis.
Yes, I remember that.
So I was like, so you mean to tell me that, and yes, this is like another Arkham game that we're gonna have. It was gonna be called Arkham Legacy, right? It was gonna have Damian as Batman, which connects back to Arkham City.
The better chance we have to stop them.
Might just be a really big hot take, but I just really don't.
Officer Davis.
Like, there are people that say, like, oh, they should have made, like, a Batman game, they should have done a Tim Drake game, or should have done a Nightwing, or Batman Beyond, or whatever. I wish they didn't do any of that. To be honest, I wish we got, like, a really good Justice League game.
I don't have one.
Yeah, actually, I think they are trying to work on a Justice League game, because not many people like Suicide Squad, so...
If Insomniac is to develop a game for any of the Bat family, who should they focus on? Hot take, they shouldn't make it at all. Like, the Batman IP is so overly done at this point, they should focus on other characters. Like, we literally have... Like, in Arkham Knight, for example, we literally have DLC where you play as Red Hood, and he still feels exactly the same as Batman, just with a couple of extra, like, abilities. And it's like, you have Gotham Knights, where you don't play as Batman at all, you just play as all of the Bat family, or like a significant portion of them. So it's like,
Yeah,
I think that the Batman IP just needs to be, like, put to rest for now. They should take a break and just focus on other characters. Because, like, we've had like four Batman games that were freaking fantastic. I mean, sure, Asylum hasn't aged all that well, but still, 4 really good Batman games. Like, the series should have just stopped there, but no, we got Gotham Knights, which was shit, we got Suicide Squad, which was also crap, we have a load of projects that are being cancelled. It's like they don't know what to do with the IP anymore, so they should just focus on other characters.
These guys are serious. Do they just want to...
Like, I think it really speaks volumes that DC Universe Online portrays these characters better than these big AAA projects. Like, they should just do, like, different projects at this point.
I mean, I want them to do different projects, but it's like no one doesn't want them to, because like they love their Batman series.
And can I be completely honest? I'm skeptical about the Wolverine game, because like I just don't understand how. Like, I think they've set the bar incredibly high with the Spider-Man stuff. I just don't understand how they're gonna make Wolverine as fun.
Actually, that is a really good question. I think that they're going to try their best to see. Even though a lot of people will say that I am an Insomniac show, I never said I was. But, in my opinion, though, I think that they could do something great with the character. Because, like, while I am very concerned, I just honestly think that they're going to do something very interesting with him.
Like, I think the combat for the game is going to be great, but I just don't think the actual traversal and stuff is going to be that great. Like, you're just running around as a human. Obviously, he has, like, improved gimmicks and stuff, but... Like, I just think, like, you have, like, Spider-Man, for example, where you can just yeet yourself and cross an entire city. It's like, what, are you gonna run like the Flash? Like, no, I don't understand. Do you know, unless, the only thing that I think they could do, which would be nice, is if they did, like, parkour, kind of like Dying Light. I think that would be really cool. But again, it's like, we already have Dying Light. And I think the reason why Dying Light works is because it's not a superhero game, it's, like, slower paced kind of thing. I don't know, Wolverine will be riding on Hulk. Yeah, that's actually a good point. They could use Wolverine's motorcycle as like a...
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, I just remembered that. They could use his motorbike. Like, you can constantly upgrade it as the game goes on. They could do that.
But the other thing, too, is, like, for Wolverine, this is what I think needs to happen. First of all, I need them to be brutal with him, because, like, that's part of him. He needs to be brutal.
Yeah.
And I would say, because, like, even I made, like, a recent Wolverine video, people want...
Yeah, I'd love an Insomniac Ben 10 game. That'd be hype.
Yeah. People want Hugh Jackman to voice Wolverine for Insomniac, but I'm like... And, you know, like, I understand where everybody's coming from, but, like, I don't want to hear Hugh's voice, as he did sound like the old Wolverine games. I just don't want that. Like, I want, like, to hear what they could do.
I mean, the guy from Hulk vs. Wolverine, like the 2009 film, the same guy who did Dempsey from COD Zombies, I think he would be perfect.
Yeah.
Or they could bring back the guy from X-Men Evolution. I think he did a great job as well.
Oh, you mean Steve?
I don't know the name, but...
Can't have people stealing garbage.
Yeah. A lot of people, well, Remy, just to get it up. We were talking about, like, do you want, okay, Remy, do you want, Hugh Jackman to voice, Wolverine in Insomniac game? Or Insomniac's Wolverine?
I mean, when I heard it the first time, when in the one based off the X-Men Wolverine, I thought it was cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Same guy as Dempsey, you want Steve Bloom. Yeah, like Steve Bloom, that's what I mean.
Sorry, is there...
I mean, the thing is, like, with me, like, I really want to see, like, their interpretation of, Wolverine, so, like, I'm really tempted to see, like, I really want to see, like, what can they do?
Hey, it's a long shot, but sometimes the guys stop for pizza before they drop
Yeah,
off.
so what you said about Steve Bloom, people think Steve Bloom is like what Kevin Conroy was for Batman. He voiced for Wolverine.
Jerry's?
Really?
No, that's uptown.
Yeah.
I mean, original Jerry's.
Oh,
Interesting.
right.
Shows he did a great job, I guess.
I think I see the trucks. Thanks, Eddie. Should be some trucks close by.
Yeah, I think that would be really good. It'll be hard, but a Superman game could be fire.
Another truck around here.
I don't want a Superman game. I feel like that would be boring. I feel like that would be boring. How would you make a main boss?
Well, it's like, if they were to do... Well, I mean, it could be kind of like something from Sonic Frontiers, because, like, people love that. So, like, even though it's not the most challenging thing in the world.
I mean, we haven't had a Superman game since 2006.
Incinerator?
Over by Manhattan Bridge.
And people want a proper Superman game.
Plus, as well, I think a Superman game could work. I don't know.
And if you say that Superman's too OP, they could work a way around it.
I mean, at the end of the day, gameplay is not canon, so if you have, like, a bunch of random guys damaging Superman, it's not like he's weak, it's just it's a video game.
Yeah, the last time we had a Superman game was the one based off the Superman Returns movie with Brandon Routh.
Yeah, like, I think it could be really interesting.
Looks like trouble.
See, the problem that I have with Superman is I just don't think he's all that, like... I just don't think he's overly interesting in terms of, like...
You gotta be kidding me. That's bullshit.
Well,
the thing is, like, I like Superman, but, like, at the time, like,
he's more than
I
just a power.
like Batman.
He has
though,
a good
at the
heart,
same
being
time.
an ordinary farm boy from Kansas.
Like, I just don't...
Yeah.
I just don't really know how they'd make a Superman
Keep an
game.
eye out. Hey, mind if I look around for
This
some,
is why people haven't been able to get Superman right in the movies because people like you can't keep saying he's not interested.
I hate it when this boss does
I mean,
this.
it's funny you say that because Henry Cavill's Superman is so fucking boring.
That's it.
Yeah, and
Like,
now we're getting the James Gunn one. People are already starting to hate on that.
Well, no, like, I like certain Superman adaptations. Like, I like Christopher Reeve. I like Dean, someone or other from, like, the Lois and Super... Dean Cain. Yeah, I like Dean Cain. I like,
Smallville with Tom Wells?
I like Tyler Hoechlin, from the recent show.
Kinda awesome.
So, like, I like some versions of Superman, but I just think others are just so boring.
I think I can make this work.
Oh, yeah, give me examples of boring ones.
Henry Cavill's Superman. He is the most boring character in the world.
I'll tell that to the Snyder fans. They'll go ballistic.
I'll tell that to them, yeah. I think he's so fucking... Like, I think, no disrespect to Henry Cavill, I think he's a fantastic actor, but it's the same issue I have with Tom Holland's Spider-Man. It's like, Henry Cavill's not the problem, it's just the fucking material he's given. He's so boring, like...
And
it's like, oh, we live in a world... It's like, oh, we live in a world where, like, oh, Superman's...
Here's the thing, if you listen to interviews with Henry, he wants to do a proper version of the character.
Yeah, so it's just the
Well, yeah, but I just think it's too late. Like, over 10 years later, he wants to... I just think, it doesn't really matter what the actors want, because, like, if the fucking source material isn't much to work with, it's
Well,
like...
blame Snyder for not getting the character.
Well, it's like, you can blame whoever you want, but, like, the finished product is still a boring character.
Where am I gonna sleep?
That's kind of the problem.
Try MJ's.
It's the same thing with
Here's my
It's
only
the same
thing.
thing with Henry Cavill's Batman. It's like, he could have easily been the best Batman ever, but he just didn't see it. Like,
Well, I mean, there is Jensen Ackles.
the film was crap, but... Well, yeah, but you understand, you know what I mean, like, he could have easily been the best live-action Batman we've ever seen, but...
Yeah.
Or the Michael Keaton? Piss off.
Hi, MJ.
Okay, Michael Keaton, mad respect to
Chance I
Michael,
can stay
but...
over to... Oh, that's too formal.
I mean, Michael Keaton.
After seeing him in the Flash movie, I'm like, that's Batman for live action there.
Yeah.
Dude, the way he was flipping around, kicking off all the bad guys and doing classic Batman stuff, I'm like, hell yeah.
So like every live action Batman then.
Christian Bale with those weird fighting moves where he's barely moving.
It's not weird or anything.
I mean, yeah, it's a more down-to-earth portrayal of the character.
MJ's couch.
Yeah, and that's what's the problem with doing Batman now, because they're trying to make.
I mean, if you want
like
acrobatic Batman, look at fucking Batflick.
I mean, I would say probably I do like Robert Pattinson's Batman a lot recently, but like.
I wish Harry was in town.
Wait, how do you guys feel about Robert Pattinson's Batman, or like,
yeah, it was
what do you
fun.
think of him?
It was fine, not my cup of tea.
Yeah,
it was fucking brutal. Yeah, I liked it.
Not my cup of tea.
Hey there, Spider.
I do like the twist though that they did with him living in the tower.
Come to this address. Catch me if you can.
Fun fact, any of the live-action Spider-Man can't beat Ben Affleck's Batman because he's unironically too fast for any of them. None of the live-action Spider-Man is fast enough to punch his jaw off. Okay, can you provide information for that? Because that is a pretty spicy take.
I don't like Snyder's Batman.
I just don't really like any character from the DCEU. I think most of them are pretty boring. It's like Superman's.
When it comes to, okay, if you want to talk about like any hero for the Flash, I prefer the CW version.
Yeah, like unironically.
Now that we can see, yeah.
Like unironically, my favorite characters from the DCEU are probably like Aquaman, Wonder Woman, and Shazam. Like, genuinely.
You like Zachary Levi?
You what?
You like Zachary Levi?
Well, yeah, because it's just it's such a breath of fresh air, and like at the same time, he is kind of like accurate to the character to an extent.
Well, here's the thing: I've seen so many people say that the kid that plays Billy Batson and Zachary Levi don't feel like the same person.
They definitely do. That is yeah.
I've seen so many people say that.
If anything, that's one of the that's one of the biggest strengths of
Well, because the kid that plays Billy feels so serious and Zachary Levi's so jokey.
Well, yeah, because like, freaking.
I think so.
Yeah, did they not watch the film?
Maybe. Just double check and let me know if her gear.
I mean, when he first gets his powers, when he first realizes that he has his powers, he's like, okay, so I don't know what to do.
It's like a kid has just got superpowers. Like, yeah, no shit. Like Shazam is gonna be like overly excited, especially since Billy's like motivation in that story was a very serious and somber one.
It's been a hard day. We lost funding at the lab.
Oh, Peter.
Because he's like trying to find his mom and shit. So.
I also kind of.
Seth the programmer explains it better. Oh no. I hear that name and I cringe.
No. Not really.
What name?
Try explain it the best you can. Like, why is Batflick too fast for the Spider-Man?
Thanks, May.
But yeah, like the only reason I like Aquaman, like the only reason I like him was just because Jason Momoa is just such a charismatic actor. Because like everyone in the DCEU is just so fucking serious. It's like I like the characters that are jokey. Like, I'm not saying that I like, you know, like MCU humor, like, but I just like the characters in the DCEU just take shit too seriously. It's like so when you have characters that just joke around are a little bit more lighthearted, it's just instantly likable.
Well, here's the thing, like that's the thing when it comes to like the MCU, people are having a problem with the MCU being too jokey right now.
Well, yeah, but like again, I'm not disagreeing with you. I think having a bit of seriousness would be good in the MCU. But I think the humor is the least of their worries because fucking Disney.
Yeah. Heck, I'm so surprised they actually kept Deadpool and Wolverine rated R. I'm surprised at that.
Oh, I am so hyped for that movie.
I feel like they're gonna find a way to fuck it up.
I'm just surprised that they managed to keep
Deadpool
the exact same.
Like, I want to be hyped for it, but honestly, the MCU just is so dead at this point. Like,
I trust Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds.
Like, it would be good. It would be good. I hope I'm proven wrong, but I just don't know. I'm gonna wait for the film to come out.
I've seen the reactions from people who have seen the first 30 minutes, and everyone's saying it's awesome.
Unless the film is 30 minutes long, I'm not gonna use that as a good reference.
My only question is, would that make the Fox universe canon then? Because like that's the only thing I'm confused on. Would Fox universe be canon?
Actually, from what I read, yes.
TLDR Batflick can dodge the laser that
So
can tag Superman.
by that
strong enough
logic,
to hurt
so that
him and
means
catch
that. Wait. So will they explain the timeline there? Because like the whole entire timeline for the
From what
Fox
I've
universe
read,
is.
yes. I'm not gonna say
Okay.
how, but yes.
Okay, so they are going to explain it.
Yeah, I'm just taking a look at that. Batflick can dodge the laser that can hurt Superman, strong enough to hurt him, catch the Flash, running at high speeds, Doomsday kind of. See, like, the problem that I have with that is, just because you react to a light speed attack, that doesn't necessarily mean that... So, like, the problem...
Hello?
See, like, with, the Doomsday thing, for example, it's like...
Robbie must be pretty happy right now.
It's more of like an aim dodge thing rather than he actually like reacts to it. If you see what I mean. Unless you unironically, because like a character like Superman or Wonder Woman, it's like yeah they are reacting to Doomsday, but like obviously Batman doesn't.
Okay, I'm starting to think this Ian guy is sucking off the sniper band a little too.
Plus as well, now I'm pretty sure it's stated that in the DCEU it's like light speed is when Flash, like, breaks reality, so, like, I don't think he was running at light speed for the entire film. If that makes sense. Plus, as well, it's like, Batman can still be, like, tagged by shit like that. And it's like, if Batman could dodge lasers, why couldn't he dodge, like, Superman's heat vision?
Oh, here we go.
Like, yeah, he could somewhat react to it, but, like, just because you can react to a laser, it doesn't mean you're light speed. I mean, it's still really impressive, but it's not like... would Symbiote Peter dodging the particle accelerator discharge be an FTL feat? No, partly because it's gameplay, but mostly because... I don't know. Yeah, it's just gameplay, that's pretty much it.
I see you're playing the remastered.
Yeah, remastered all the way.
Even with that weird looking face?
I don't hate the face at all. And again, like, I don't see the face, like, when the mask's on, so...
I know.
That's kinda one of the main things with Spider-Man, you can't really see his face most of the time, so...
Well, but you have to sometimes when he's in like...
Well, again, I just read chat when that, like, again, like, I don't hate... It's the same people that, like, really hate fucking MJ's face. It's like, I don't care. It's like... Because I'm just so invested in... I'm so invested in the game that, like... I'm so invested in the game that, like, I don't care how the characters look.
I mean, I like the TASM suit. But...
Yeah, speaking of which, I'm gonna change the TASM suit.
No.
Oh, what, the Garfield one? Ooh.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
I would have worn the Raimi suit.
No shit.
Or the Peter B. Parker suit.
You familiar with Alien X scaling? Oh, Jesus, don't even get me... Alien
X's scaling is broken.
He is easily the most overrated character in all of fiction. I swear down. I don't think there's a single character more overrated than that guy. But that's just what I think. And Doctor Strange, I'm gonna see Tom Holland there, probably. Maybe, I don't know.
Cool window, but...
How do I get attacked by a drone?
I remember recently watching some movie where they cross over the Alien Force version of him with the 2016 reboot.
Yeah.
Why?
Huh?
Well, it was crossing all the different versions from all the TV shows. The 2005 Kid version, the Alien Force.
Oh, the Alien Force. Ultimate Alien is technically still hit.
Yeah, because then like the reboot didn't like fucking Forearms fight Alien X.
Yeah.
That's true, but that's true actually. But the good thing that when he was Alien Force was in there, he was still voiced by Yuri Lowenthal.
Yeah. Which is actually pretty interesting for me because I rewatch Ben 10 and I just hear Spider-Man.
I don't know. Whenever I don't know, it's kind of hard to tell because for me, most of the time, whenever I hear Yuri's voicing of other characters, I don't know what it is. I just hear Sasuke.
Yeah. Like, it's really weird. Like, whenever I hear him speak now, I just hear, like, other characters. It's really weird.
Ian says, I think they'll change the face model in the next game because the actress that was doing MJ quit her job because of the bullying. That's what's so sad, really.
Yeah, and the thing that's such a shame as well is the fact that I'm pretty sure she got bullied in, like, the fucking PS4 game as well. Like, it's just such a shame.
Well, people don't want to play MJ at all. People want to play strictly Spider-Man. Like, they want to strictly just play Spider-Man.
Slight change to that. People want to play as Peter. Like, there's not... I know that there's some people that really like playing as Miles, and there's some based people that genuinely like Miles, but...
I mean, I like both.
Obviously, there's some people, mentioning no names, that think that Miles is woke, so... Alien X went from recreating the universe to getting defeated by 4 arms. Yeah, facts.
Well, there's a lot of people that think that Peter should have won that fight, should have won that fight when they were in Craven's place, but I'm like, so you want Peter to kill someone?
Well,
yes, it's like, so you want Peter to kill everybody? Okay.
What do you see?
Yeah, like,
that's my only thing.
Yeah, like you have people like Synthetic Man who genuinely want people to just go on a killing spree. It's like,
yeah, like you want the Punisher? You have him.
Actually, do have a Punisher Spider-Man, but we don't want to talk about that.
It's like, why did Peter not kill Craven? It makes no sense to keep him alive. It's like, he doesn't kill. Like, what do you mean?
It's like Batman. He has a no-kill rule.
It's like, you know the whole killing thing. Peter don't do it.
Well, it depends. Well, it depends with Batman. Well, it depends with Batman. Even though I really shouldn't count this, Thomas Wayne did kill whenever he was Batman, but I don't really count. Do we count Thomas Wayne?
That's the Flashpoint. No. Talking about the Bruce Wayne main version.
Oh yeah, the Bruce Wayne version is the kill.
Yeah, I don't count Thomas Wayne because it's like different origin.
Here's the thing, like the point is that if they have Bruce Wayne killed, he'd be no better than the guy that killed him.
Yeah, pretty much. And then that's probably one of the more fascinating things about Batman is that he just doesn't kill. I'm back. What did I miss? Just debating a couple of topics.
In fact, it was best explained in this one line in the Under the Red Hood movie where he's like, "All I ever wanted to do was kill him. A day doesn't go by where I don't subject him to horrendous torture and end him. But if I
think that was because Jason wanted him to kill him. I think it's because Jason wanted him to.
Let's see.
That best explains it.
Yeah, some people really should know the concept of boundary that bullying got away out. Yeah, like a fucking actress or something is getting bullied. Like it's
oh yeah, the MJ actress did get bullied because
it's just so like why? I just hate that people get bullied just because they're quote unquote not attractive enough.
Rift, you would be surprised. The actual face model and actress actually was getting phone calls.
Wow.
From fans.
That's ridiculous, but honestly I believe it. That's just how sad it is.
So here's the line I was talking about. I found it right here where it says like, "All I ever wanted to do was kill him. A day doesn't."
Wait, was that Raimi, was that whenever he was talking to Jason?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Can let me finish it, please?
Yeah.
Sure.
He says, "All I ever wanted to do was kill him. A day doesn't go by that I don't think about subjecting him to every horrendous torture he's dealt out to others and then end him. If I do that, if I allow myself to go down to that place, I'll never come back."
Yeet. Peter had a line in Spider-Man 2 about not killing. Well,
really? I don't remember that.
Evidently Synthetic Man missed that. I still can't believe Synthetic Man even has viewers.
Wait a minute, he had a line in the game about not killing?
I remember he titled the video, remember when superhero game used to be fun.
Probably something like that. It wouldn't surprise me if he did have a line about killing, because, like, I don't know.
Oh, I remember.
But yeah, I just think it's, the only thing I disliked about Miles in Spider-Man 2 is the fact that he was playable in the final boss battle. Miles literally had no connection to Harry except that one call.
Well, I think because
his connection was Venom, it wasn't Harry.
Well, yeah, like Venom had a connection to Miles because like he blamed him for
when he got to the Foundation, he was unconscious.
But also, it's like Miles still would have been there because like it just makes sense within like the actual game and stuff.
Yeah.
Not to mention Miles.
And plus, like
obviously has a lot of power, so he would have been
Yeah.
useful to take on Venom as well.
And
I think,
also,
like,
and Peter got the final blow, so.
That's true, actually. Yeah, they had him like be the final one to take it out.
Yeah, there was a lot going on with it as well, so it kind of bothers me. In the final battle, Peter should have been the playable character and not Miles. But it's like Peter still did more than Miles did. So
In fact, if you think about it, Peter had the more story missions than him.
Peter had more story missions. Miles.
Well, the thing is,
Miles was part of the reason though that the symbiote got off him.
Well, yeah, like that's also part of the thing. It's like Miles didn't have as much interaction with Venom as Peter did. Like Peter had had like a giant 1v1 section in the city with him, which is something Miles did not have.
Ian, if you remember, when Harry like got himself off, they had like the emotional moment where Harry's like, "We have no choice. You have to finish it, Peter. Let's heal the world together." That was the emotional moment. You just
it's the game never really treated Miles and Harry as friends.
Never really treated.
Well, yeah, like, that's the thing. Peter, I think that's the route that they were going for. It's like Peter has a connection to Harry, Venom has a connection to Miles. I think that's kind of the direction they were going.
I think that's why they wanted that. But the thing is, though, is that Miles had more of a connection to the symbiote itself.
I could make a joke, but I'm not gonna. But like, yeah, like I think that's the direction that they were going for.
Yeah. Because the thing is that Venom didn't know that Miles was a wild card at the last second while Peter had the symbiote on.
This comment is true. The symbiote was pissed at Miles for separating them.
Yeah. And plus, Venom wanted to kill Miles because he saw that Miles was holding Peter back.
And for replacing him.
Well, I don't see the replacement part being a thing. But it was kind of like hinted at whenever Peter and Harry were talking and Emily May. So at that time, it was probably like, okay, so you're replaced. It was like, okay, so, and at that point, it was probably because of the fact that Harry didn't know Peter was Spider-Man. So Harry was like, so you told MJ and you told Miles, but you didn't tell him, but you didn't tell me.
Excuse me.
Bankai says, I'm going to be honest, I didn't really feel bad for Norman in the game. He was never likable, and a lot of the events in the first and second game were partly or mostly his own fault.
That is very true.
I mean, I disagree with that. I agree with the first game, because obviously most of it was his fault, but like with the second game, it's like I can...
Octavius and Martin Lee.
It's like the second game thing, I can totally relate to that, because obviously, like a parent losing your child, like he's doing everything he can to try to find a cure for him.
Yeah,
I think they definitely made Norman a lot more likable.
It was that same symbiote that he. But here's the thing, dude. It was that same symbiote that he used to cure Harry that caused the symbiote invasion.
Well, yeah, but he hadn't. How could Norman have known that that would have happened?
Norman had no idea that was gonna happen, and I'm pretty sure.
Like Connors didn't know, Peter didn't know. Literally, no one knew that was gonna happen.
No one knew. Well. Yeah, nobody didn't know that was gonna happen. Especially with the whole entire meteorite thing. There's a really good explanation for that, but everybody probably brushes it off. You guys know, I'm pretty sure you guys know this. Like you guys know like whenever Peter's in the lab with the symbiote at first, like trying to look for Connors and he goes to the lab.
Yeah.
Yeah, the symbiote had no idea about the meteorite until then. Until Peter walked up to it. Until he walked up to it and after it had like a little freaking thing going on.
Bad guy says that's still no excuse for putting that parasite.
But it's like it's a terminal. You're looking. The problem with what you're doing is you're thinking from like an outside perspective. It's like look at it from Norman's perspective. It's like it's a terminal illness that not only killed his wife, but it's also killing his son. There's no cure for it. It's like he's desperate. So like obviously he's gonna do some shady shit to try and get a cure. So see, that's part of the problem. You're looking at it from an outside perspective. You have to look at it from Norman's perspective.
I look at it from Harry's personally, but
And even in the second game, it's like Norman's like, yeah, I'd prefer Harry in a coma than dead. It's like,
yeah.
It's like he's even in a coma, he's still better off, like, than if he was dead.
Ian said the Devil's Breath was supposed to be a cure for Harry.
Yeah.
Why do people complain about Batman killing, but Spider-Man doesn't kill, yet they complain about Spider-Man? I don't know, it's fucking weird, mate.
Well, it depends. Spider-Man has killed, but we don't really talk about that because there has been moments where he
Oh,
has
I think I remember in the
considered it.
Superior Spider-Man arc, they had Octavius in his body, like, punch Scorpion's jaw.
Yeah, and I think Og was like, "You mean to tell me that Peter could have killed me?" Like he was looking very surprised.
Punches.
Yeah, he was looking very
Andrew
surprised.
said, I stopped pulling my punches.
Oh, right, I need to be careful here, because I think I fucked this up the first time.
Oh, you're at the helicopter scene.
I got it.
That explains that, like, Peter's punches could be enough to knock someone's jaw off.
Yeah, or worse. Actually, that's one of the reasons why I would say, like, a lot of people really don't like Superior, because Ock was abusing Peter's body to its fullest extent, and I was like...
That's one of the coolest moments in the entire game. I love this.
I like the helicopter?
Yeah.
I like it. That's one of the things that nobody hasn't understood.
I will respect your opinion, Rude, but I still don't care or sympathize with Norman.
So awesome. Where do you get them?
I mean, I somewhat sympathize with Norman, at the same time, though, I'm like, I wanted him to turn into Green Goblin somehow, so I was like, okay, so two things have to happen. Harry needs to die, or something.
Or maybe Norman will test the G serum on himself.
Yeah. I can honestly see him testing the G serum on Harry first and say he becomes Hobgoblin, probably goes after Peter and Miles.
I think he's like hell-bent on revenge at this point, so I think he's gonna test it on himself.
Ian says, I think they might do Superior Spider-Man in the third game, but not with Peter. They might do it like how they do it in the Spider-Man life story.
They're doing it with Miles.
Nah, I don't think they're gonna do that. I hate to be like I hate to bring up the whole woke thing, but let's be honest, if they're pushing Miles to be the MVP of the verse, they're not gonna use Miles.
They're still setting up. Where are you?
I feel you on that.
I just don't think they're gonna do the Superior Spider-Man arc, because it's like, if you do it with Miles or Cindy, like, people are gonna accuse you of being racist. And it's like, if you do it with Peter, you're gonna piss everyone off. So it's like,
yeah. Or you can do it with Harry.
So no, they're not gonna do it with Harry.
I mean, well, the only reason why.
Okay, think about it. Why would Otto transfer his? Why would Otto like transfer his mind from a crippled body into another crippled body? Like, it makes no sense. Like, just accept reality. They are not doing Superior Spider-Man. Just face it. They're not doing it. Hey, Sharon, how you doing, my darling? It's good to have you.
Peter's identity.
We're getting Goblin in Spider-Man 3 for sure. Yeah, no shit.
Like, there's a lot of ways that they could do Superior. Well, I want to see with Miles. My only reason is because you could have Rio, pretty much his whole entire family could have Rio, you could have Prowler. Rio would know that something's up if Miles is acting out of character.
What will Otto do in the third game aside from revealing Peter's identity? He's not gonna reveal Peter's identity. What do you mean? He didn't do it in Spider-Man 2. Like, why would he?
Wait, I see what he's saying. Wait, I see what he's saying. He's going for like he's going for like something like from No Way Home. I see what he's doing.
Well, why would he do that? Like, he had the opportunity to reveal his identity in Spider-Man 2 and he didn't do it.
I mean, there's a chance that he might do it in the third game, but like, okay, I see what he's doing with that.
Maybe Norman will reveal his identity, but like, I don't think Otto will. Like, Norman definitely will if he gets the chance. But like,
the only way I could see Otto doing that.
Riff, so you still think Octavius still has sympathy for him, even though he tried to kill him?
You what, sorry?
So you think that Otto will still have sympathy for Peter, even though he tried to kill him?
He never tried to kill Peter, and yes, he does have respect for him.
There's a lot.
He's literally kept his identity a secret for over 2 years at this point. Like,
wait. Okay, at the end of the game, Og says that he would keep his identity a secret, so.
Yeah, he's kept his identity a secret for 2 years, so yes. Like, he does have respect for Peter. Well, maybe not respect, but like...
Welcome, everyone.
Like, you know what I mean?
Peter as his son.
And he didn't want Peter dead at all. Are you a Sonic fan? Yeah, we are. Well, I am, anyways.
I think this gang war may finally.
But like, I could honestly see them doing superior with
Scaling
Miles,
wise, there's no
like I
way
said.
Otto can hurt Peter physically. Yeah, I think that's
Ock is
bullshit.
terrifying without the arms.
I mean, he probably could, or he could probably set up like traps or whatever.
Honestly, I want them to do like something like Master Planner. You know, something similar to
Master
Arkham
Planner?
Knight. Yeah, like you remember the Master Planner arc from Spectacular?
Oh yeah, I remember.
Yeah. Basically, I want him set up like Arkham Knight, almost kind of.
I'm just so dismissive of the superior Spider-Man thing. I just don't think it's gonna happen in the slightest.
Yeah,
You
but the
know
thing
what's
is
funny?
though,
I
like
have a
we need
friend
the
of mine-
faction though.
Do you think he'll make a deal
who-
with Norman in exchange for the identity of Spider-Man? Why would he do that? He hates Norman's guts. And he has respect for Peter to an extent, so no, I don't think he's gonna do that in the slightest. I think that maybe...
Ian says, but
I think if they're gonna do that, like Otto, like Norman would have to like blackmail him into something,
Yeah.
but I don't know.
Ian says Spectacular Spider-Man Master Plan was so good.
Yeah, I could see them doing that because like here's my reason for that. Because like, say like in the game or whatever, Peter is starting to realize he's gonna be like, so who's this dude called the Master Planner? Who's this dude? Who's this guy called the Master Planner, right?
Yeah, and
he's gonna
hiring all
sit there, he's
these
gonna be like,
thieves.
Superior Spidey
Exactly,
and
and how
clones
does
could
he
be a
know
way
his
to
tech?
bring in Kane and Ben Reilly. I don't think they're gonna do that.
oh, another thing too is that Ock knows about the Iron Spider arm, so he probably knows that Peter took some of his
Why would he
ideas.
know about
That's
the,
the
why
only
would
thing
he
Ock
know,
hates.
hang on, why would he know about the spider arms?
I mean, there's a chance because like the thing is like about Ock, he hates it when people take his word.
Well, no, but why would he know about the... Like, even in the PS4 game, he developed the anti-Ock suit from the work he did with Otto. So, like, why would...
Yeah. But another thing too is like his arms were based off of his design.
See, like, I'm just thinking of it from, like, a narrative standpoint. So, like, Insomniac, a common theme with Insomniac is that they learn from mistakes, because obviously, like, they improve upon, like, gameplay and stuff with every release. So, like,
Yeah.
they're probably going to look at criticism from Spider-Man 2's story, where it's like there's too much shit going on. They're not going to bring in Kane and Ben Reilly. They're just not. Two reasons. Number one, because there's already so much shit going on in the plot. Number two, pretty much no modern audience member has heard of them. We know of Miguel O'Hara, we know of Gwen Stacy, we know of Miles Morales. The casual audience member don't know who the fuck those characters are.
Yeah, or
Like,
Ben.
you've got...
Well, it depends. There are some
you've
modern
got,
audiences
no,
that
you've
know
got a
about
better chance of Spider-Man
All the time,
Noir
everyone.
appearing. Because he was in the Spider-Verse film. People know who he is to an extent. Like,
Speaking of that, I heard recently for the Nicolas Cage Spider-Man Noir series that there's a rumor that he won't be called Peter Parker, he'll be called Ben Reilly.
How would that work?
Well,
How would that
it's
work?
because of Sony in the Marvel deal that they can't use the name Peter Parker. I mean, look at Madam Web. They couldn't call it that Peter Parker there.
Well, they tried using Ezekiel. We don't talk about Madam Web. I watched that movie. That movie made me
No, I
want to
mean like the name Peter Parker.
Oh, they can't use the actual name. So then what's the point then? I'm down for the
Yeah,
change, but like at the same time though, like in the Ultimate Spider-Man series or in Drake Bell's Spider-Man series, they kind of put Kane and Ben together.
That's right. Yeah.
wait, well, Otto was threatening Peter with his identity in the final talk they had. That's the reason why I'm not... Well, yeah, but, like, he still kept his identity a secret 2 years later. So, like, I don't think it is. Like, I feel like if he was threatening him with the identity, he would have revealed it already by now.
Honestly, I could see Ock working with Peter though.
Crazy.
Maybe get a redemption story.
Yeah.
And, I'm just thinking something. When it comes to like cartoons, I know a lot of people said they want a Spectacular Spider-Man season 3, but after
Everybody wants that.
Let me get to my point. After the success of X-Men 97, people have been clamoring for a Spider-Man 98, a sequel to the 90s Spider-Man cartoon.
Now that I actually can see. I would love that.
Really?
I would love that, but at the same time though, I feel like we need Spectacular Season 3 because Norman's still alive at the end of that.
Wait, who's still alive?
Wait. After that Green Goblin fight at the end, who was still alive? Was that Chameleon or was that Norman?
No, that was Norman. Norman died at the end of that fight.
Oh yeah, Chameleon's still alive. They set up Carnage in the show too.
They set up so many characters. Like they set up like Hydro Man as well. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, but at the end of the '90s cartoon, it ended with him and Madam Web looking for Mary Jane in the multiverse.
Yeah. Oh, and by the way, you want to know what's crazy? So I looked back at watching Ultimate. But I looked back. I was watching Ultimate Spider-Man last night. You know what's kind of odd? It's I was looking back at it, and you know that scene. You know where you know how Peter was. You know how I forgot. I think it was Nova. Yeah, it was Nova. I think whenever Nova said that you don't need Harry Oz, you don't need Harry for cash anymore, and I think that was when Harry was getting all upset with Peter because he was hanging out with the Shield group over Harry. So in a way, Venom was set up. So in a way, Harry as Venom was already completely set up in the show based off of that.
All right, I'll just keep going over a few of the messages. If I could, I would make Superior Spider-Man the main antagonist of the Spider-Verse movies. I mean, maybe. I don't really watch the films. Free Spider-Man is already too many. Adding clones is going to make things more complicated. Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't think they're going to add clones.
I could see Ock making a clone of himself, or making a clone of Peter and then swapping minds with
Actually, they could have Spidey's identity revealed for free if it's meant to be the final game of the series. Well, yeah, they could do that, but I don't think Otto is going to be the one to do it. Like, I think if anyone's going to do it, it's Norman. Maybe Otto's...
I can honestly... Go ahead.
Maybe Otto is scheming again, expecting that Norman may come to him. I mean, Norman already did come to him, so...
This may sound insane, but like, what if they do something like...
do you have any theories for Spider-Man 3? Oh yeah, so many. I thought Norman...
This is gonna sound... Go ahead, Riff.
I'm just reading the comments, sorry. I thought Norman lived and changed his identities, but he had Chameleon in his place. No, it definitely was Norman that died, at the end of the show. I hope one day we can chat on Discord when I'm not working. Yeah, true.
This may sound crazy, but like, I could honestly see... And this is the only reason why I could see Peter's identity being revealed. Say like there's a fight with Goblin in it, ends in the middle of the city, and somehow in some way his mask is off in that fight, right? And the whole entire city is gonna be like, wait, you mean the guy that was taking photos of Spider-Man is Spider-Man? Or we could get some Back in Black type stuff where Goblin obviously, like, let's say like the Goblin side takes over or whatever, and let's say
time to go,
and let's say somewhere
how the hell did these guys
let's say like somewhere in the fight or whatever, Goblin says you can't beat me, Spider-Man, and after that somewhere along he's like, wait a minute, you said Spider-Man can't beat you, but Peter actually can.
Ian says, I want in some Peter's story to end with him being successful with EMF or making Parker Industries, and most importantly, I want him to have a happy life with MJ and Mayday, maybe even Benjamin Parker.
Well, like I can, like I don't know. Wait, hold on.
Parker Industries is superior.
Right there. Gotta help him.
And I don't know about that last one, the empty thing. Cause I've seen like a couple of videos with people calling MJ the most toxic person ever.
Yeah, she isn't. I don't.
He really isn't.
Like acting as though literally every couple doesn't have arguments, but like.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. Like, when I saw the video with that person calling MJ toxic, they used the Insomniac games and the Kirsten Dunst MJ from the Raimi films.
Okay, how are you gonna use the one from Insomniac version of the character?
I'll tell you. It was in that moment. It was that scene in the first game where she like snuck into like the Sable base. Peter like rescued, and she complains that about being saved.
The reason why they broke up in the first game, like before the first game, from the comic is because MJ was being treated like a baby by him.
Yeah, so yeah, it was that, and they also used the Raimi version, the Kirsten Dunst.
No!
Yeah,
I can't really say anything for Kristen Dunst.
Yeah, like
I agree
the
with you
reason
on
the
that.
reason
The
why I
bullshit
don't think they're gonna
and
do
peace
that
plan,
is just
you know.
because like I don't know, because like I'm just using because like obviously you have fucking people who really love the Raimi films, people who love the TASM films, people who love like the MCU films. I think that mostly they're going to be using stuff from that. So like at the end of Spider-Man 2, I think the best case scenario for Peter's story is like kind of what he already has in a sense, where like he's happy with MJ, he's got the industry set up, that kind of thing. I don't think he's going to have kids. I just don't see that happening. Maybe he will, but I mean it's possible, I suppose. But like,
You know, I mean, like,
I just don't think people look at
recently-
Peter Parker and think, oh yeah, he's a dad. Because obviously people really like Toby, they like Andrew,
I mean,
kind of
here's the
thing.
thing, like, they recently had Peter B. Parker from the Spider-Verse movies become a dad.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Well, yeah, but that's like
you can't-
that's like a completely different version of the character. Like he's like fucking 50 years old. It's like,
Do I know you?
I
and
mean,
it's like,
I've seen people
and it's
want
like
that.
Insomniac Spider-Man at no point in time talked about being a dad or parenting or anything like that. So,
Well,
I mean, they kind of
MJ told him in the DLC though.
To say.
I mean, they kind of did
That
a
he
little bit
would.
with Black Cat.
well,
I
yeah,
think MJ
that was
said
a completely different scenario though.
Right.
Like it was entirely manipulation.
Or
It's like,
it all gets easier with
Oh my gosh, I hate this camera angle.
I'm pretty sure at the same time he's like,
Here's the thing, like, I've seen many people want
God's plan.
Tobey Maguire's
Sorry,
Peter to
I
be
was
a
just
dad.
trying to help.
because as well, it's like I'm pretty sure Peter says that he's got too much shit going on, so like he wouldn't want to be a dad for that reason.
Yeah.
I've seen people want the Tobey Maguire's Peter to be a father.
I don't know what I'm
I mean,
doing with him.
I don't think that would work either, but it is what it is.
I mean, they teased in the third movie he was gonna marry MJ.
Well, yeah, but marriage doesn't mean having kids.
Oh, it could mean later down the line, but okay.
You can have
Yes.
kids without being married. Like being married doesn't mean shit.
I'm sorry, Jeff.
And they don't even
I'm busy. What's
it's
up?
not even confirmed that they got married in the end. It's just they could just be like in a relationship. They might not have got married.
Well, it's up to interpretation to many people.
Solid evidence and we'll talk.
Solid evidence. Right.
That's why I like it.
Hey,
That's why I like more, like, you can interpret things.
It's like in Spider-Man 3, it's like he was gonna marry her because of his ego, but then like at the end of the film, he's like, yeah, I'm not ready for that.
Ego? Okay.
Oh
come
yeah,
on,
because in
dude.
Spider-Man 3, shut the fuck up a second and listen. So like he wants to marry her because of his ego, and then at the end of the film, after he's fucked everything up, he gives the ring back to Aunt May, and he's like, yeah, I'm not ready for marriage. But then she puts the ring on his desk, and he's like, yeah, I know you'll make things right.
Interest in this recycling.
So like Peter himself at
I
the end
mean,
of that
then again,
film.
though, and
So Peter at the end of the film, he admits he's not ready for marriage because he's like, yeah, like
That's what I call
I'm not-
character growth.
well, there is something at the end of there is something that he said in No Way Home. They said that him and MJ made it work.
Well, yeah, but again, that doesn't equate to marriage. It could just be a relationship. Because if you look at Peter's hand, at no point does he wear a ring, for example.
Okay, yeah, that is very true. Because I didn't see a
Come
ring at
on.
all. while he was-
Howling with demons. Gotta take these guys out, then have a look around.
No, I do like looking at what you're playing right now, Rift. I kind of like this rainy setting. It looks very cool.
What were you on about?
Oh, the game you're playing, I kind of like the rainy setting it has right now.
Oh, the rain. I thought you said Ray Me. Yeah, the rain look. This
No,
game
no,
just
no.
looks really good. Like it's such a good looking game. Speaking of that,
No
well,
offense, but that suit you're wearing, it looks. I never liked it since that movie came out. It looks like a basketball.
I think
Hell
this
no, that's
suit
much
looks
better.
way better in the game than it does in the film. In the film, it's kind of mid. In this film, it looks great.
Now that's much better.
I do prefer the Raimi suit, mainly just because of like the silver and the logo and the shade of blue I like more, but...
To me, this looks more like classic Spider-Man, in my opinion.
I mean, yeah, I think pretty much everyone will agree with that. It's... Because it's like, I'm pretty sure, not John Watts, who am I thinking of? Fucking...
Raimi?
No, for the TASM films. I'm pretty sure they specifically made the suit to be like more of a homemade feel.
Oh, in the second movie?
No, in TASM 1.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure that they intended it to be like, fucking... like, more of a homemade feel. Like, more of a, like, the idea that, like, a kid could put it together kind of thing.
That's all of them.
So it kind of makes sense that, like, it's not gonna look as good. Oh, I actually thought of something recently, which is quite hilarious.
What?
In Web of Shadows, because I know that people overhype Web of Shadows to an extent, so, like, in Web of Shadows, if you choose the dark ending, Peter kills Venom by, like, forcing him into, like, a jet engine or something like that.
I remember that.
the hilarious thing about that is in between the events of TASM 1 and TASM 2, the reason why he changes costumes is because he fell into a jet engine and his costume was fucked.
Wait, hold on. That was only like, I only saw that in like a bio for like the second video game.
Well, no, it's in a tie-in comic as well.
Is it really?
So like TASM 1 Andrew scales above like Web of Shadows Venom. Are you sure that Web of Shadows is that strong?
And what do you mean people overhype Web of Shadows? No, they don't.
But they really do. It's like in terms of web swinging, it's shit. In terms of story, it's awful. Web voice acting,
Come on,
it's
the
not
web
good.
swing makes you go fast.
Yeah,
I can see, like,
so
killing
what?
them.
Like, speed isn't everything.
But if I can say like one thing people don't like from that game, that's the voice acting.
Yeah, the voice acting's awful. Story's not good. Web swinging's not great.
You don't
Like,
like the
it's
symbiote
so.
right It feels more darker.
Like, there are so many things that are like terrible about that game.
If it had like a more darker feeling, then that's cool.
That's it.
I will admit it is funny. Like when you fight Wolverine, he does like a little trivia game of famous Spider-Man stories.
That is nice.
Wear the black suit.
They need to remake Web of Shadows. I mean, maybe.
They did Spider-Man 2.
I mean,
oh, very funny.
Fair enough, yeah. But it's like I kind
that
of
was actually the remade thing.
see, like I don't think they should remake Web of Shadows, mainly because you just have to change so many things. So like it wouldn't feel like Web of Shadows anymore. Like the voice acting, you'd have to change that. It's like
guns from Fisk's armory.
For a start, it's like you'd have to redo the web swinging system. You'd have to redo a couple of other things. It's like so at that point you may as well just create an entirely new game.
From the same address.
But it's kind of funny, like in the opening of the game, it starts on like a sad note where he's like walking with his head down with the doom 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 doom.
That was the most funniest thing ever. I've seen so many people meme that.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
Explosives from Fisk's construction site.
That's probably one of my biggest hot takes regarding Web of Shadows.
Yeah, calling it overrated. You know, in one video, I saw someone call the 2005 Ultimate Spider-Man game overrated.
That game's great. I think someone remade it to see what it would be like on a next-gen console. Someone actually modded it and remade it like in some.
I think that Ultimate Spider-Man game is the best page-to-screen translation of the Earth 6 and 10 comic books.
The Web of Shadows aged pretty bad in parts, but you gotta admit the QTE fails are hilarious. 3 words, Spider-Man 3.
Hey, did you find Lee?
Oh, you went there.
Yeah, if you want funny QTE fails, the Spider-Man 3 PS3 game.
You know, speaking of that, I love that those games have Tobey Maguire doing the voice.
Must have some kind of beef with Norman Osborn.
Toby doing the voice was great. I think that was the time whenever they can get voice
It
actors.
was during the days of the movie tie-ins.
See, like, I think it was pretty cool that they got, like, the characters to reprise their roles, but, like, I think one of the biggest strengths of Toby as an actor is, like, his facial expressions and stuff, which you just don't get as much in the games. So, like, but we don't, like, it's hardly a big revelation. Like, he can't exactly use, you know.
I still like hearing his voice anyway.
It's the same thing with, like, J. Jonah Jameson. It's like, I love hearing J.K. Simmons' voice, but the character just does, like, the character model in-game just doesn't do it justice. It's the same with pretty much all the characters.
But hey, at least in those movie games, people get what they want of Toby doing more quips.
Well, I mean, yeah, but, like, again, it's like, all you hear is the voice. It would have been better if we saw, like, his facial expressions as well. I just think that's one of his biggest strengths as an actor.
Oh, the facial expressions are... You get those from the memes.
Meh.
The memes are so good, though.
I mean, they mostly meme the face he makes when he's trying to stop the train.
A lot of guys. I should try to do this quietly, but also with style.
Bro, I love playing Stellar Blade, but I have a question.
So,
Who do you guys think?
Earlier, I think the game.
Who do you guys think? What did you?
I was gonna say, who do you guys think wins? This is a random power scaling question. Do you guys think that Ultimate Spider-Man Harry wins or Insomniac Venom Harry?
Toby needs to do mocap. Yeah, exactly. Like, I think Toby's
I don't think mocap existed in the early 2000s.
Well, there's only one game that was probably going through mocap, and that was The Last of Us. So.
And that was in 2013.
Well, yeah. Like that's kind of the point. It's like I just don't think the early 2000s like face models could take advantage of like Maguire's acting. I just think that live action was the better thing for him. It's like Andrew Garfield could have probably got away with it, but it's like even then I think like his like actual physical acting is incredible. Like even though he doesn't have like moving lenses, like you can tell at all times like what he's thinking and feeling. I think that's just a really good.
Here's the thing, like in those video games based off the Garfield movies, he was masked the whole time.
Yeah, but like even with the mask, it's like it didn't really matter. You could still tell what he was like, what was going through his head like at all times. I think that's really good. And that is how you do things loud but sneakily.
He's not out here. Better check inside.
Bloop. Oh shit, too far.
Well, despite what you think about the acting for Toby, I still enjoy those Raimi tie-in games.
Yeah, they were okay. I mean, Spider-Man 2 was great. The others, not so much.
Well, I grew up on the original 2002 game.
Really?
What can I find around here?
Yeah. I played it a lot as a kid.
They have bases all around the city.
I remember there being like a secret code where you get to play as the Green Goblin.
I have a question.
Okay, I did see that. That was actually one.
I have a question. If Aunt May became a contestant in Hell's Kitchen, how would she fare? She'd get voted out immediately because she can't cook carrots.
This is bigger than I thought.
So, like I was saying earlier, I think the game Ultimate Spider-Man is the best A's to screen translation of the Brian Michael Bendis books.
Oh yeah, 100%.
As if one deadly glowing whip wasn't
No, when I read the Ultimate comics, I hear the voice from the game, Sean Marquette.
Yeah, they certainly did a great job with Ultimate Spider-Man.
I don't know what I was expecting, but it was definitely
with the Venom going, hungry, feed.
Weep.
Hey MJ, I think I
And on top of that, you had Peter as Venom.
That moment when you're out of web bombs, very sad.
Something we should look into. A place called Pale Horse Ride.
Sounds familiar. I'll check it out.
Perform a finisher, you sticky twat. I hate the finisher button in this game, it's so jank. There we go. Jesus, took ages. Even in Miles Morales, it's still not brilliant. Oh.
Another thing too is that in the Ultimate Spider-Man games, Peter was Venom, so I was like, is Peter gonna be Venom in the second? Is Peter gonna be Venom?
It was only in the opening cutscene, dude.
Yeah, I know, but like everybody was like, is Peter gonna be Venom?
Ow.
In Spider-Man 2? Like people were saying, is he gonna be Venom?
And it's funny,
Perform
like,
the finisher! I swear down.
When you play as Venom, you can like, it's kind of like what you do with the Hulk. You can like jump around, crush cars.
Yeah.
And like actually.
I still can't believe people think this is Arkham Combat. Yeah, no.
Be on a child with a balloon.
No, what are you guys talking about? Batman totally has access to shit like this, right?
I remember thinking to get to Venom actually like feeds on a child with a balloon.
Now that was actually crazy. I love seeing that mission. Yeah, actually.
Like that.
Batman can stick to walls, right? Yeah. I just find it funny, like, basically any game that has a dodge counter button, people just automatically say it's Arkham Combat. Like, Ben 10 Cosmic Destruction, people said that as Arkham Combat. Like, really?
Really?
Yeah, because you have a counter and dodge
You have a
button.
counter button.
It's Arkham Combat, guys. I guess Dark Souls is Arkham Combat as well.
When I tried the Ben 10 games, it made me think like, I wish we had like a video game based off another cartoon teenage superhero, Danny Phantom.
You see, I want that so bad.
Wait, Danny Phantom?
Yes, I love Danny
He
Phantom.
was nerfed, yeah, facts.
Yeah, imagine all the possibilities you can use with his ghost powers.
My goodness, she is perfect.
Here's the thing, if they do ever do a Danny Phantom game, then I'm sorry, I better see a lot of ghost powers being implemented. Especially, I need to see him go invisible. Actually, when you think about it, like...
if they have like a main villain, make it Vlad Plasmius.
Honestly, I would love Box Ghost as probably a,
Well, Vlad is basically his arch nemesis.
Actually, no, I thought it was Skulker for a second. I forgot about Vlad, but like, I thought it was Skulker.
Yeah, but it was Vlad Plasmius. I mean, he's the one that's constantly like trying being a thorn in the side, trying to take out his dad, trying to be with his mom and all that.
Paid for by Mayor Osborne.
I think in my opinion, like the best villain from the show was probably Walker.
Oh well, I was good. Actually, I know who the best villain is. Dark Danny from the Ultimate Enemy.
Oh wait, that he learned. I'm surprised. You know, that was funny because he was trying to learn Ghostly Whale, but never couldn't do it.
Hey, sorry about that Sable thing. I should have told you earlier, but
And I remember when they showed the origin for Dark Danny. I mean, damn, that was dark. How like he murdered his human self.
He murdered his human self, and then killed Vlad's human form, and merged his ghost form.
I mean,
I don't get why people think Peter is some unstoppable being and Insomniac doesn't need. Yeah, exactly. It's just ridiculous.
You believe how dark that sounds, dude?
Yeah, I saw the episode. I was like, wait a minute. So you killed your human self, then decided to merge with Vlad's ghost half.
I'll work on building a case.
You got it.
Yeah, we should on Friday. Excuse me. We should check out the video Danko made on in some Spider-Man.
Oh, that's gonna be an easy video. Is he using his actual words this time?
He's only got one target.
You what?
Is he using his actual words this time? Nah, I'm joking. I know. It's probably gonna use his regular words.
You know, actually, I just had a thought about something. Like you said, like implement a lot of his ghost powers. I think like his most powerful one should be his ghostly whale.
Yeah,
Danko,
like,
the
I was
Crisis
thinking about
copycat. I mean, to be fair, he's not a
like,
Crisis copycat. He copies everyone. He like plagiarizes shit.
I could always use more help.
Dear.
Actually, I do.
I've always thought Danny Venom is like the Nickelodeon version of Spider-Man.
His father was being honored at City Hall.
I don't know. I thought that was Henry Danger.
I talked to him at the funeral.
Yeah, I thought that was Henry.
Smart kid. He's just
I mean,
Had a tough time.
aside from the costume, he never had like powers.
I remember it helped to.
And I've watched that show.
Stay busy. Might help him too.
I remember like another teenage crime fighter on Nickelodeon being like, "My life is a teenage robot."
Thanks.
Yeah.
I'll give her a call.
Hey, you haven't heard from Mr. Lee, have you?
No, why?
But still, Danny Phantom was, to me, it was like basically.
Danny Phantom was the
Nickelodeon's
number one.
Spider-Man.
Look around, see if there's anything else I can do to help you out.
Oh,
Speaking of Nickelodeon,
If
one of
anything,
the
I'd
shows
say
is celebrating 20.
If anything, I'd say that I'm more of a
Mhm.
Crisis copycat than Danko, because at the very least, Crisis puts in effort, Danko doesn't. So
I should check out Lee's office.
Speaking of Nickelodeon, one of their shows is celebrating 25 years today. This year, I mean.
I think.
let's go.
Glad to see you're okay.
Hanging in there.
SpongeBob.
Yeah.
This office.
Celebrating 25 years.
How do I get in there?
Come on, come on.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
Sorry, I'm kind of fighting a boss right now.
Oh, okay.
I'm still understanding it though. I'm still hearing you.
I know.
But yeah, it is 25 years. I know that's SpongeBob. I haven't seen SpongeBob in so long. I think right after, like, I don't know if it's just I somewhat, I'm not even gonna lie when I say this.
High voltage lines.
As soon as Nicktoons came on, like it was one of the best things that ever happened. And also,
Okay.
this boss does not die.
Space. It should be right on the other side of the shrine. Lee's journal. Key. Wonder where the lock is.
Thank you. But anyways, Raimi. I think
was
that is
thinking,
just.
I was thinking when it comes to like Batman video games, I remember one game I tried that was before the days of the Arkham games. It was that when they made a Batman game based off the 2005 Christopher Nolan movie Batman Begins.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they were
remember
trying to
that
make a
game.
game around that.
Yeah, it had based off the Christian Bale version. It was the start of the whole like Batman using stealth to take out people.
Oh, for
Yeah.
fuck's sakes!
What's going on?
Fuck.
Oh, you
Fucking
forgot the puzzle?
Oh, there we go. I got it.
Yeah, he's at the puzzle.
I got it. Yeah, it's like with character scaling stuff. It's like there's times where I really want to pick a really fucking controversial topic to do, but I don't know.
Oh no, I think for me I'm doing Newman. I think I'm doing the boys one for the boys, but
Oh.
Yeah, like
Sadly,
that could be a
people
pretty
don't see
interesting
Denver.
topic. Just like doing like a Spider-Man versus the boys video.
yeah.
You really think you could take out the entire 7?
How does Lee imbue these with his power?
I mean, it depends on which Spider-Man, but like I think some of them could definitely take on the 7.
This is
How about Homelander versus Omni-Man from Invincible?
He must have been obsessed.
Oh Jesus, no!
Omni-Man.
That's terrible. Yeah, Omni-Man.
This is the floor MJ found
Omni-Man
the
one
option.
shot.
In fact, they tried that already with Death
Figure out what
Battle.
Lee's planning next.
Yeah, and even Death Battle got that right.
What, with Omni-Man winning?
Yeah. It's
I
one of
mean,
those
always
where like I
like JK
genuinely
Simmons,
don't
so that's
understand
a
like
plus.
what argument you can come to for fucking.
What's this? You want a controversial one? There's a version of Spider-Man that can beat the Darkest Night Batman.
What is this the God of Love one that someone keeps mentioning about in chat? There's like a Power of Love Spider-Man.
It's the Ian guy.
Yeah, is that the version that you keep talking about? Because in answer to your
That should
question,
be the version.
because in answer to your question, I've no idea who they are.
Wired to destroy evidence.
Yep, it's the Power of Love. Ugh. The hell is this Power of Love Spider-Man?
Lego
Oh, by the way,
Spider-Man Solo.
Raimi-
Yeah, Lego Spider-Man Solos, 100%.
By the way, Raimi, did you hear that they're working on another Black Suit storyline, but they're gonna twist it a little bit. They're gonna like twist it a little bit and make it in their own way. They found a new writer,
How
so it's
are
not
they
Zeb.
changing the story?
Is Power of Love
Um,
Spider-Man like a legit version, or is it literally just like Peter when he's motivated by his loved ones? Is it like a legit incarnation, or is it just like a piss take?
What?
Power of Love Spider-Man.
Never seen Power of Love Spider-Man. I don't know.
Mr. Lee. I thought you were.
As we're saying, Phoenix, how different is it?
From what I can remember, even though I just found this out yesterday, I didn't really look into it, but
You must have heard about City Hall.
Yes. Tragic.
Peter was there. He was very lucky.
And an Osborn rally. I didn't know
it's supposed to be it's supposed to be Web of Spider-Man.
Well, what matters is you are both safe.
Amen.
The bombers are still out.
So it's bringing out the violent side of him more with the black suit on. So
may have anything to worry about.
That doesn't seem much different.
As long as you stay away from
yeah, but at the same time though,
Peter got nerfed. He got caught by Mr. Lee. Yeah.
at the same time though, it's being written and it's just gonna be in black and white, and it's kind of like a revamp of the Last Hunt.
Oh.
It could be interesting for sure.
Yeah. But instead it's gonna be at least from what I heard, it's probably gonna be with him just wearing the regular cloth suit. So he's gonna be wearing the regular black cloth suit after getting rid of the symbiote. So
Bruh. Mr. Lee.
it's gonna be more of him just in the cloth suit with the black. So we're gonna be getting Spider-Man not hold. So we're gonna be getting Spider-Man not holding back.
Finally got your evidence. Head to the Feast Center in Chinatown.
What am I going to find? Where? When?
Still working on that, but I think
The
he's going
fuck?
to do something called
I think the dialogue just glitched slightly.
What is it?
I think I just skipped ahead in the fucking conversation.
Bioweapon of some kind. I have a
You'd be surprised. I speedran the
holding
game.
onto it for now. I'll send copies as soon as I can.
Peter got nerfed.
Is there a chance you could speedrun Spider-Man 2? Because like I can speedrun the first game easily.
I mean, I could try.
Oh, really?
MJ, hey.
Yeah, the first game was pretty easy to speedrun through.
Can I call you back?
I think you'll want to hear this. Wait. Why are
Hey,
you
Swings, how you doing, buddy?
Just in the middle of something.
Peekaboo. Hey, Jen's here. What?
I'm used to Spider-Man 2 design.
Sure.
Yeah, I kind of agree.
hair.
Like his long hair looks pretty good,
Remember
especially when
I
he's
guess
like
you wanna
actually
use
Mr.
short hair.
Negative.
I think I just saw it in action.
How?
I'm kind of used
I
to
guess
it.
with the short hair, they made him look more like the guy who voiced him.
Yeah.
Yeah, with short hair, they made him look like Vanos Gaming.
So Shocker was working for me?
Thanos Gaming.
It's all connected.
Fucking love this game.
But I guess we'll talk about it at dinner.
Oh, Jen's here. Hello.
Hello. Yeah, we're doing good.
What should I cook?
Doing some cooking. I hope they get the Insomniac actor to play Mr. Negative in the MCU.
That's what I want. That's what I want them to do.
It would be nice.
How are you?
For real.
Exciting news. Come by the lab.
Like now?
This is my divining.
Because I mean, they got Nolan North from Uncharted to show up in the movie.
Shut up, Peter. Fucking dinner plans. Wait. No.
I'm still really upset. I wanted a Batman Beyond movie from
Sigma
DC,
Spider-Man
but sadly
life.
we're not
Already
gonna get that.
And I'm guessing, Phoenix, for old Bruce Wayne, you wanted to be Michael Keaton?
Yeah. They canceled that whenever they had everything.
Obvious choice.
Yeah, but like they canceled it as soon. And keep in mind, it was by the people that worked on Spider-Verse. So they actually wanted a Batman Beyond movie, and they were just like, no.
Also, Jen, there's someone who wants to see you.
New stuff. You really need to get better about where did you get all this equipment?
Called in every last favor.
Like, Raimi, do you think that that should have happened?
Wait, say it again. I couldn't hear.
Do you think that Batman Beyond should have actually happened?
Oh yeah, hell yeah. I mean, I even heard that they were gonna do it like, if the Flash movie was a success, they would have done it too.
Yeah, I just wish they would have done that, because, like...
Jen, look who
Could have had
to see
Terry... What I'm gonna guess is that they could have just used, old Gotham. Well, Michael Keaton's Gotham. And just,
I mean...
And just have Terry come in
It would have been
there.
obvious to set Batman Beyond in the Tim Burton universe, the Tim Burton Gotham.
Yeah. My only thing is, like, you could have had Terry come in there and steal the suit.
It's funny how people say Peter was
Yeah, you
nerfed,
can
even
have,
though they're
like-
two different suits that disproved the argument. What, Anti-Venom
What
and
suit?
Symbiote? What, Anti-Venom and Black Suit?
Oh,
Anti-Venom and Anti-Arc, gotcha.
because that's the word anti in the name.
Yeah.
Riff, why you have a frog plushie?
It's Puffer.
Oh.
He solos
yeah.
your favorite verse.
Wait, what?
Yes. I want to do like a load of like YouTube shorts with Puffer, but I don't because
Puffer solos.
You know, until now, we've been looking at prosthetics from the wrong perspective. Why restore people to what they were?
Ian says, imagine Peter makes an anti-goblin suit in Spider-Man 3, and he just makes the Oscorp suit from the comics.
I mean they probably will. I mean they've used Anti-Arc and Anti-Venom. They probably will use Anti-Goblin, maybe.
Yeah.
I kind of hope they don't because I really like Anti-Venom, but
Yeah. But at this point, it's like there's been an anti-suit for every villain, so it's like, what would that even look like? Green?
I kind of want
It would have
Miles to
be
wear
green,
it.
right?
I kind of want Peter to keep Anti-Venom.
Yeah.
Well,
Can I
that's
just
just
say
me.
one thing? Seeing this cutscene, watching this cutscene here, when I first played it, the relationship between Peter and Octavius reminded me of the one from Spider-Man 2 with Alfred Molina.
This is all your fault, Norman, you son of a...
He just yeets
Like,
his
I'm
fucking... He just lost
Like,
a
I'm just
game. He just
surprised
lost a
that,
game of COD. He lost a game of COD and he just yeets his Xbox controller.
I have a habit of making bad jokes in tense
Imagine.
situations.
Yeah, it could be pretty cool. Anti-Venom, Goblin, Orc. Yeah, I kind of like. I don't know. If anything,
Anti-Venom Goblin?
I hope Peter keeps the suit.
Don't worry.
Yeah. I
Oh, it's
don't
kind of
think
funny
he's gonna
considering
keep it.
I'll clean this up.
it's kind of funny considering that Goblin, Ock, and Venom are his three major foes in all media.
Pretty much, yeah.
So,
A guy that flies on a glider, one that has a black goo, and another that has tentacles.
To be completely honest, I think it would be really cool if, like, for this third game, they kind of rein it back a little bit with the villains. I think, it'd be really cool if it's, like, just...
You thought they had too many last time?
Well, yeah, because, like, they have, like, the Sinister Six in the first game, they have, like, so many fucking characters, and, like, they did a great job balancing them, to be fair, but, like, they didn't balance all of them. And it's like, with Spider-Man 2, it's like, there was still a lot of stuff going on. I think it would be really cool, kind of like how the Miles Morales game did it, where there were only a couple of villains, but that's really all you needed.
Honestly, though, like, I kind of want side missions. I want to see, you know, probably Hobie, or like the old, or like Hobie. You know, probably like that could be like a Prowler mission.
Prowler?
I've relied on grants ever since.
Yeah, like probably like that could be like probably like that could be like a mission for Miles to say like, and after that you have his uncle say, you could have his uncle, you could have him call his uncle Aaron and just be like, weren't you done? And they're just gonna be like, so I thought you were done being Prowler.
And he's like, no, someone stole my tech.
No, someone stole my tech. The Prowler's done. Someone stole my tech and they're using it.
And then
for,
when we finally find this guy, he takes off his mask and says, "My name is Hobie Brown."
Yeah, I just think that there's like I have a lot of predictions for the Spider-Man 3, but like I'm kind of just I don't know, I'm a little bit.
In fact, I think the only time the Hobie Brown Prowler was in Spider-Man media was the '90s cartoon.
Yeah, because like as far as we know, this version of Insomniac Peter has only fought, at least up to this point, at least I know, he's probably only fought Aaron Davis Prowler.
No, that's wrong. Fuck's sakes.
Oh, I hate these puzzles.
No, I like them.
Skip 'em.
I just need a second. I can't wait for Across the Spider-Verse Part 2. I just don't.
You mean
care.
Beyond?
Yeah, maybe Beyond the Spider. I'm just not a huge fan of the Spider-Verse films. I just prefer live action.
What? I like them. They're
serious,
cool.
dude.
Yeah,
I like
I
'em.
just I just think that animation, because I'm not a huge fan of the art style as well. Like the animation just doesn't work for me.
Oh, that's come on, dude. That's
I think
what
there's
makes
way
it
too much
unique.
shit going on with them. I think that I can appreciate the comic book style, but like I just prefer if I'm looking for like an animated show, I'm looking for something like the new animated series or Spectacular, where like
That's a lot of work for
Yeah,
you can
if I
appreciate
had to
every
pick
single
characters from those-
scene because there's not like as much going on. I think
not.
keeping it short and
Hey, if I had
simple
to
is.
pick characters from those movies that I liked, aside from Miles, I picked like Peter B. Parker and Gwen Stacy.
Because like
I
can-
like Spider-Punk just
Because like I really,
terrifying.
I think as well, it just doesn't work. Hold on.
Yeah, I like Peter B. Parker and Gwen Stacy.
Well, that's the thing. It's like even in the original Spider-Verse, it's like there was like 6 different Spider-Men. It's like,
Doctor, I need to go.
and then like in the second film, there's like fucking every single one. Like, I don't know.
Don't
It's
you know the phrase "bigger is better"?
Well, it isn't though, is it? Just isn't. Like,
I think the whole point of the sequel is expand upon what the original did.
yeah, but that's kind of the
Actually, yeah, I
thing.
was expanding up on it because like it was already kind of set up at the end of the.
It's like,
Yeah,
how can
with,
you?
Miguel O'Hara.
I don't know what really like. I'm just not a huge fan of it.
We still on for dinner?
I think as well, just like it would be better if they didn't include every single character. They instead chose like maybe 3 or like maybe like 6, like the first film did, and like just develop them as much as they can.
Yeah.
Like say for example, like would you rather like let me put it to you this way: would you rather have a film with every single Spider-Man ever created, or would you rather have a team-up film with like Toby, Andrew, Tom, like spectacular animated series, and like Miles?
Oh hell yeah, give me that. Give me
Exactly.
that.
You'd prefer it if they
I would
used
prefer
6
that.
versions that you actually give a shit about, rather than just force every single version in for shits and giggles. Like that's precisely my point. Like.
I mean, I've heard like a lot of people.
Like people
And
shit
this is coming
themselves.
from
Like in Across the Spider-Verse, for example, people crap themselves that Spectacular had like a 10-second cameo. It's like imagine if he had an entire film to himself, or like an entire film with like Toby and Andrew or something. People would love that.
Oh yes. Oh please, you're reading my mind.
Exactly.
People-
So, like,
I like
that's
Spectacular,
why I
so
don't
I
think the
can't really-
Spider-Verse
I can't really
films
say
work,
anything.
because it's like you've introduced, like you've opened up Pandora's box. It's like, okay, every single Spider-Man can show up, so
Yeah.
people are going to expect
I
their
would
fan
love
favorites to
to
show
see-
up, but they're not gonna. Like,
I'm
and that's
picturing
why
my
I
head
think
right
that's why I
now,
think the 3rd film just isn't going to work as well.
I mean, it depends though. Like for the 3rd, I see it working. It just depends on how many people are going to cry over Peter B. Parker not being in the movie as much.
I don't give a fuck. If I could have like, like if I could have the 6 that I just mentioned in like a team-up film, I wouldn't care.
Here, in fact, here's a photo I found of the versions we like. I put it in the chat.
Oh, what? Wait, which chat?
In
'Cause
the-
if it's Discord, I can't check it at the moment.
Well, it's a disco, but it's a collage of 90s Spider-Man, Raimi Spider-Man, Spectacular Spider-Man, and Insomniac Spider-Man.
Yeah, they could also include Insomniac. Fuck it.
The only thing is that
And
they
actually
include
make it
Insomniac,
like
he's going
where
to steal everything.
And they could actually make it where Insomniac remembers this time, rather than just deleting his memory.
Or they're just deleting it.
And then
Here's
they
my
could.
only thing.
And if you think about it, the first time they used the Spider-Verse in media was the series finale of the 90s series.
Wait, hang on. I need to address this. I like the Spider-Verse movies better than all 3 live-action Spider-Men for one reason: Yuri. See, that's precisely my point. It's like, be honest with me. Does Yuri's Insomniac Spider-Man, how much screen time does he have in Across the Spider-Verse? Just be honest.
About
with
like
me.
3 seconds.
3 seconds. So you unironically are going to tell me that 3 seconds of your favorite character is better than like a shit ton of films that actually develop their characters?
Well, here's the thing, like, that's what I told that guy, and he
And
gave
again,
me
let me
10
ask you, and
seconds
again,
to eat.
Insomniac Spidey, let me ask you the same question. would you rather have a film that only gives you 3 seconds of Insomniac, or would you rather have the Insomniac games where they just focus on him?
Oh, he just only said yes.
He loves Insomniac Spider-Man.
Well, again, well, I'll ask you the same question. Would you rather have a film that only has him for 3 seconds and he doesn't say anything, or would you rather have an entire story revolving around him?
Or have a whole entire story revolving around him.
Well, exactly. Like, even you're in agreement with me. It's like, why would you give every Spider-Man a 3-second cameo when you can just choose 6 and just develop them? Like...
he says Insomniac games.
Yeah, exactly. So, like, even he's in agreement with me. I can't... Yeah, like, that's just the way I think of it. I just think having, like, a load of characters just for... It's kind of like in, like... It's kind of like in, the Doctor Strange film, where, like, they had the Fantastic Four just for shits and giggles, but it's like, they only had Mr. Fantastic, and they did nothing with his character. It's like, it was such a wasted opportunity. Like, that's kind of how I feel with these characters. It's like, they just have... It's like,
you want to hear something?
It's like they brought Black Bolt back just to kill him off. They brought Professor X, sorry, back just to kill him. They gave you, like, female versions of Captain America and Captain Marvel just because woke. Like...
Well, Captain America and Captain Britain, Captain Britain, that's actually...
I know that they're characters in the comics, but let's be honest, they weren't treated well either. It's like...
Yeah.
Peter.
Fun fact, I found this photo here from where Christopher Daniel Barnes and Yuri Lowenthal in the same photo doing the pointing meme.
Actually, what could be weird is having Jack Quaid voice Peter, but I'm not going to go into details on that.
This is the address Pete found.
Well, Jack Quaid is currently doing Superman right now.
What is this place?
I don't know why, it's just like him voicing him would just be so funny.
Hey, Fire Eric, how you doing, buddy? Even though I prefer Spider-Man 2's gameplay, the gadgets, and the first...
That's not just performance in The Boys, but we do not want to talk about that. Actually, he did play Peter in Gwen's universe for Spider-Verse.
Insomniac Spidey says, jokes aside, I like how they develop their characters like Miles, Peter B, Gwen, and Miguel.
Yeah, exactly.
I agree.
Yeah, like, it's good if they focus on... Have I fucked this up? Where am I supposed to be going again? Oh yeah, this way. Forgot. See, that's kind of the point I'm making. Like, I'd prefer it if they just develop a handful of characters.
And they do in those movies.
Well, no, but like, in Across the Spider-Verse, for example, they have, like, fucking... like, loads, like, every single Spider character, but, like, barely any of them have any screen time.
Well, I mean, Miguel has, like, a lot of screen time.
Well, I understand why Miguel has a lot of screen time, because he's, like, the main villain, quote-unquote. So, like, I understand that, but, like, say, for example...
I know why Gwen has a lot of screen time.
It's like, say, for example, Toby's Spider-Man. Yeah, he's probably there somewhere, but, like, he's got no voice lines, he's got no, like... There's, like, literally nothing.
I'm surprised they actually gave Spectacular some screen time, but...
I remember people saying...
Oh, I could have messed up here.
I remember people saying that it was out of character for Spectacular to agree with Miguel's ideals. Even Josh Keaton had to make a video talking about it.
Oh, shit. Hi. Go the other way, please.
They're trying to make you understand. They're trying to make him understand that you have to take risks. Like, you can't save everybody. That's the lesson that all of them have to go through. Well, they can't save everybody.
They said it was out of character for Spectacular to do that.
How is it out of character when Peter has lost?
Well, because there was a line in the show where he says, "I can't ever look the other way again."
That's because of his Uncle Ben dying. He looked the other way because his Uncle Ben died.
Well, yeah, but, like, I think... I do agree it would have been, like, out of character for any MJ mission, you just speedrun it. Yeah, true. See, like, I do agree it's out of character as well, because, like, in Spectacular, like, Tombstone, like, literally pays him just to, like, look the other way, yet he still declines the offer. So, like,
here it goes. I want you guys to listen to this. Here's Josh Keaton.
I'd prefer it if you just put it in the chat, and I'll listen to it another time.
Damn it. Okay, fine.
Come
in the
on.
chat of your YouTube video?
No, but no, in Discord.
Okay.
Well, actually, hold up. Which one is it? Is it in general or?
Hold on, I'm putting it there. Here you go. It's in general, chat.
Oh, speaking of Tombstone. Speaking of Tombstone, here he is.
And now I need a new welder.
Bruh. His head is gone. His head is kaput.
See it, Phoenix? I put it in general chat.
I'm watching it.
So does he like defend it, or does he like just address like backlash you might have got?
Yeah.
Well, which one is it?
It's in general.
No, I asked you a question.
Oh, what's up?
Yes.
I asked, does he like defend it, or does he address like backlash?
He's defending it while addressing the backlash.
Is PS4 Tombstone black? No, he's albino. I think.
GPS trackers. What is
See?
Tombstone using these for?
All right, boys.
Yeah, he was defending it.
Get the gear from my office.
I see.
And he was also trying to explain to people that it's not out of character.
I want to say don't ever do that again, but since
Oh, and by the way, Samurai, I also got like a weird theory for Beyond the Spider-Verse. What if Miles as Peter comes back?
Nice. Thanks.
Miles is Peter?
Yeah, the
You mean
Peter
the
that
blonde
died
one?
on. Yeah. What if he comes back?
That'd be weird seeing two of them with Peter B and the blonde one looking exactly the same.
just need some time to simmer.
Yeah.
And if they did, they would have to get Chris Pine to do the voice again.
Yeah, and on top of that, another thing too is that would be kind of funny because like he would just be waking up, just comes back to the city. He was like, "So what's going on? Who is this dude? Who is the freaking person that's teleporting everywhere?"
And who is it?
Let's talk about what you found in
And who is this older version of me?
We do be chilling.
He's like, "Who is this older version of me? Who are all these other people?"
He's like, man, did I miss a lot?
And he'd be like, so, who taught you? Because like he's gonna be like, so the last time he's gonna be probably looking at Miles like, the last time that I saw you, you didn't have a suit.
And then Miles would be like, actually, it was an older version of you from another universe.
There we go.
And he's right here, so.
And be like, meet Peter B. Parker. And then Jake Johnson's like, wow, I look so handsome.
Charles Standish.
Here we go.
You know that's gonna make Aunt May cry if that happens, right? You know that Aunt May's going to cry.
I love how he gets changed at like light speed.
Sorry to cook and run.
He's like Superman.
Did you just leave your clothes on the kitchen floor?
Bro, that was insane though. It's actually bullshit just how fast he can get changed.
The couch is fine.
PS4 Peter getting cooked by the entire SM2 cast?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much.
He wasn't
I don't know
nerfed,
what
the
that
second
means.
game's villains were just way stronger. And obviously you have Miles and you have fucking symbiote Peter.
Ian
Honestly,
says
people
Pete
say
and
that it
MJ's
wasn't balanced.
relationship-
Hey, it's me.
Ian says Pete and MJ's relationship feels more natural in SM1, feels much better compared to SM2.
Yeah, I'd probably agree with that. Mainly just because, like, we actually see, like, the friendship develop into a relationship.
Yeah.
Let me know the second you find something.
Whee!
You might be planning something even worse.
You wanna know something funny? When I first wore the Raimi suit in the first game, I played the Danny Elfman music while swinging.
Yeah, come in!
Okay. See ya.
I think one thing that is going to have to actually, I need something that makes sense about that. Because like,
This
here's the
scene's
thing
hilarious
with
if you
the
have
whole
the underwear suit
entire,
on. Yeah, true.
Here's the whole entire thing with the Harry Venom plotline that I just thought about. And this is just what I think. I feel like if we do get another game, do you think that Harry's gonna be in control this time?
Maybe.
Who knows?
Woo! Alright, we're heading to the Empire State Building, because that's where I go to end the streams.
Oh, we're ending now? Okay.
Yeah, got food.
Dang, what are you eating?
Right, we're going to the Empire State Building. Actually, no, we're Raimi Spider-Man. We're going to the Chrysler Building.
Yeah.
I had no idea he was crazy. Do you think his
For the longest time, I genuinely thought they were the same building.
Nope.
Just because, like, they genuinely do look very similar, like, at first glance. But obviously, you can identify the Chrysler buildings, the statues.
Yeah.
Like, look, if I just...
Honestly,
like,
that was what
like,
look
at the two
on.
buildings, like, so I need to get a better angle. If I wasn't on the streets and actually
I
had
can
a...
see the difference. One's bigger.
Well, yeah, one's obviously
one's way
bigger, but, like... You know, you can be forgiven for, like, mistaking the two. They've got, like, massive spires. Bloop.
The only way I know about the Empire State Building is literally it's just the biggest, second tallest building in the city.
Yeesh. Yeah. Oh, we go. There's an Avengers Tower taller. Up we go. We're on top. But yeah, we're gonna do a manual save. Yeah, with that being said though, guys, this is where we're going to be calling it a day. So I hope you've enjoyed it. I want to thank everyone here for being here. You're all appreciated as always. Chat after the stream. Yeah, of course you can. I mean, I'm here to chat whenever. It's just you've been busy recently, so it's all good. I thought you were going to the Empire State Building. Yeah, but I was in Tobey Maguire's outfit, and he always goes to the Chrysler Building, so I thought I would roleplay in that regard.
Alright, well, we're ending now.
Yeah, we're going to be ending the stream, so yeah, I want to thank everyone who's been here in VC as well. It's been good having you guys here, chatting to you. Really, it does make the time fly by.
Yeah.
I want to thank everyone for joining in chat, especially since we've had a few new faces here. Flyer Eric, I don't recognise you. It's been good having you here. Same with Swings. Fairly certain this is your first time here. It's been good having everyone here, as well as the old viewers. It's been good having you all here as well. So yes, we're going to be live tomorrow as well, doing more Spider-Man stuff. So that's good. I'll probably have a few shorts out as well, because I have too much free time on my hands at the moment. So yeah, have a good day, guys, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Take care.